T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, what is going on? It is the Friday night call-in. That's right. And listen, people, I know you're thinking, where's Drift? Where's Callum? Like, where are they? It's just Matt and my brother. That's right. Monts, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying?
It feels good to be back on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel, as I said, I'm like the younger sort of. I'm like that, like, you know, the extension of Kopish, innit? I'm
Of
like
course,
the little
come
brother.
on now. Come on.
So it's good to be back, man. I'm always grateful to be here. Like, you lot got the best fans in it. So you know what I'm saying? It's always nice. They always showing me love, man. So yeah, man.
As they should as well. But now, people, apologies. Drift and Cal couldn't make it today. But as you can see, me and Monts are still going to do a show. You know what time it is. We're still going to chop it up. We're going to have laugh. We're going to have banter. It's all of that. The show might be a little bit shorter today. It's not going to be no 3-hour 4 extravaganza, unfortunately, tonight. Obviously, you know, we're going to be back tomorrow as well, obviously, for the game and a review after the game as well. You never know. You might even see Monts in there as well. So stay tuned for that. But nah, and also as well, people, make sure you go to Monts' channel. Monts, just let the people them know where they can find you if they don't know already, my bro.
Yeah, man. Oh, I see someone say Big Money Months. I like that one. I ain't heard that one before. So it's right there in the title, Big Six Pants. Guys, listen. You guys, I said you guys are the best. We're on 900 and like nearly 20 subs. We're so close to 1,000, man. The journey's been mad, in it. So we're really trying to push for 1,000 subs. So if any of you guys want to hit that notification, you know what toxic stuff. You guys probably know right now the toxic stuff that goes on Big Six Pants. But we are trying to hit that you know, the big 1K. So if you guys want to help towards that, then please do, man. I'm pretty sure there's a link in the bio somewhere. So, you know, go subscribe, man. Also, make sure you like and subscribe on this channel as well. Let's just run the numbers up, man. Love it, guys.
Indeed. Love. And guys as well, just people as well. I see, what was it? Someone said, where is it? Someone said, Lamptey, not playing. Hey, listen, the Lamptey thing just won't go away, you know, Monts. I can't even lie. It just won't go away, innit?
It doesn't go away. You should. There's one thumbnail in the one-to-one I done against Troops. Yeah, there's one thumbnail that Terry's put up. I'm not with the Lamptey chat. I can't lie. I'm not with that because more time I have a trim. But that thumbnail, I promise you, Terry got me looking like Lamptey. I don't know if you see the thumbnail between me and Troops.
Yeah, I see it. I see it, bro. I see it.
It's mad.
It's kind of mad. It's kind of mad. But no, but do you know what as well? Big up yourself because obviously he's on the top man on the football terrace. Big up Terry as well. Terry, that's our bro as well. I've known Terry. Monster's known Terry. I've known him for a very long time. And yeah, go and check out a couple of shows on Terry's thing as well because you'll catch a few of us maybe on there. I know Monster, obviously you chopped up with Troops not too long ago. You chopped it up with what's my man's name? The Man City fan, Boovie as well. They're Boovie. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's all respect to the other two, that's Troops and Boovie, but in my opinion, bro, you smoke both of them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, isn't it? And that's what I can say, bro. Honesty is the best policy, and that's how I see it. You actually smoked them. You just told them, man, they're the truth. Respect to them both, but you know, you held your corner, bro. So you know what I mean?
Saying? Come up trumps on both times as well. Obviously, got the we drew against City, but we obviously smoked up Arsenal. So
exactly.
You know what I mean?
So right now we're in a good place. You know what though? Before we even get into the whole calling show, and people, before I bring you in as well, because it's not gonna be, I said, it's not gonna be a long one tonight, but we're still gonna chop up a lot of things. But bro, the first thing I want to talk about is Man City. Now, here's the thing: they won't go away. They're always here. Pep Guardiola's been talking about us all week, talking about
Rattled.
Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool spent so much money back in the 80s and the 90s. But then he also comes out and says Liverpool are an amazing team, but they are in the Champions League, but not the Premier League. And now the maddest thing is Jurgen Klopp kind of brushed it off. He don't really care, yeah. So you're thinking, all right, cool. Let that man talk. However, not too what was it, a couple of days ago or 3 days ago, how many days ago it was now? They've signed Erling Haaland, didn't it? They've signed the striker that a lot of people would have taken out their club, not just us.
Facts.
Bro, Man City going to Haaland. Does that change anything for you? Or do you still look at it like this business as normal? Or do you feel like it's gotten that much harder?
They're missing a gunman at the end of the day, innit? They are missing a gunman. And I think their defensive reinforcements are starting to look a bit weak as well. So those are the two areas I think Man City need to strengthen on. They've gone and got themselves a gunman, one of the most sought-out gunmen in Europe, one of the youngest, most, clinical gunmen in Europe. He's young, he's got longevity. He's got everything. He's got everything you want. I think maybe the hold-up play could be a little bit better, but I think City will do that for him. I don't think you need the amazing hold-up play to play for City. However, it's just a bit hypocritical. Was it going to happen? I guess we pretty much saw it. Does it strike a little bit of fear in my heart? I'd be lying if I said it didn't. It does. To see Haaland in the Premier League and not playing for my club, it is a little bit. But at the end of the day, we've seen these men spend hundreds of thousands of millions and whatever they want to spend, and it ain't doing nothing. Obviously, don't get it twisted. Obviously, they get their prems and that. Big up to them. But in Europe, it ain't doing nothing. And you're adding another man you ain't won no prem. Sorry, you ain't won no champs to your squad. I know I'm talking it down. Big them up for it. I don't really like to say it, but it's a big signing, isn't it? It's a big signing. So hopefully we reply with the Tchouaméni signing, or maybe look at Mbappe signing them. I do in my head and that, but you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Because I'm kind of like you, yeah. So when I saw the signing, I was like, raw, you know what? Just when I thought, I knew City were going to sign a striker, innit? And everyone knows that they don't play with a striker, Gabriel Jesus, yeah. But this whole media narrative that they don't have a striker, yeah. But for years and years, Liverpool have been telling everyone that we don't even. At one point, we never had a natural striker ourselves. But the media was so quick to say, "Well, Bobby Firmino, that's the striker. If he plays in the center, he's a striker." Well, no, not really. If you actually if you actually deep the way how Klopp's system is, yeah, especially in Firmino's first 3 to 4 years, it was almost like we played a 4-3-1-2. Firmino would do the false 19, but he wasn't no natural striker. So I find it kind of mad that they actually have a striker. They're playing him on the wing. The media then buy into that. And now it's like, oh, great business. Bro, Gabriel Jesus costs I'm trying to think how much he costs, but
wasn't he again, 40 mil?
Yeah, about 40 mil. I believe so. The outlay is still decent enough. They had a striker in their ranks.
Most Brazilians are bought on an undisclosed fee. I don't know. Yeah,
that's true. That's true as well.
Yeah,
but I just find it kind of mad that how the media always buy into that. I think it's kind of mad personally. But again, one thing I did like about what Klopp said, I don't know if you've seen the extract today, but he was like, "Oh, Man City's almost by Haaland don't really change nothing." He was like, "As long as no one takes players from Liverpool and we always bring in world-class players," he says he's happy. When you hear that, when you hear that, what does that say to you when you hear Klopp say things like that? Because obviously he just signed a new deal as well.
As long as we bring in world-class players. That's the bit that stood out to me. I don't know. That's the bit that stood out to me is if he said, as long as we bring in world-class players, no, Klopp, you're the miracle worker, big man. You make these players decent to world-class. Thiago is the only world-class player you have brought into our club. Do you not give me Alisson or Virgil van Dijk talk? Alisson had one good season with Roma and was Szczesny's understudy before he come to Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Do you not give me that talk? Mane come from Southampton. He was a good player. Salah, good winger. Firmino, these were good players and Klopp them into great players. Arguably world class. Could you say Fabinho? Maybe. But
maybe. Yeah.
There's an argument though. So in terms of world class, in my opinion, it's only ever really been Thiago. No one was calling Virgil van Dijk world class. No one was called Andy Robertson. Come on, you'd laugh if I called him world class. Come on, Jordan Henderson. Don't even put the word in his. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. We get players and we improve them and we adapt them to our system, and then they hit that world class barrier. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think that's either a cry from Klopp to say, "Yo, bring in more world class players for me," as long as they're not leaving my club. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was also maybe a little dig at the whole Salah situation.
Well, here's the thing. All right, let me read you the extract. So Klopp said, football games are sometimes decided by single players. Most of the time, they are decided by the whole performance, and we can work on the whole performance. We can have world-class players. We do have world-class players, and we will have world-class players in the future. So it's not about what other teams are doing. So I guess that could be slightly misinterpreted. So what he's kind of trying to say is players like Diaz, theoretically, they weren't world class, but in his mind now, they are world class. And even the media, maybe they jumped on it a bit too early. It's hard to say whether Diaz is world class, but you can tell he's going to be world class if he isn't already. Because I think to sit down and say Diaz is like definitively world class, you got to add goals to your game. And that's the one thing that he's lacking at the moment. Other than that, Diaz is superb. So, in my opinion, that does sound a bit more like, do you know what? Yeah. Yes, they can go and buy who they want to buy, but he still feels confident in his ability to extract the most, as you said, out of a player to get them to that level. And he's talking about Diaz when he says world-class players in the future, bro.
Yeah.
So
it's the potential talking about, but sometimes you do need a 1-2 ready-made product dashing in there. Sometimes.
Yeah. So
I don't mind our philosophy as long as there's a one like the odd every few windows you get the world-class ready-made. I'm all right with that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need like FSG don't be we don't have sugar daddies, but we don't need sugar daddies. It's just shown. You know what I'm saying? I would love Bowen, by the way. Bazzani, by the way. I'd love to have Bowen as a backup.
Would you take? Let me ask you
this.
this.
I said this last season, they crucified me.
Well, here's the thing. I think a lot of people probably thought Bowen last season might have been that kind of like one-hit wonder, but obviously he's done well. However, there's still something about Bowen where I feel like he's a very systematic player. That's nothing against him, by the way.
Systematic is a compliment in today's football, in today's game.
It is.
When someone goes, "Oh, he's a system player," I go, "Yeah, that is a system player. He's a system player." Because football is based on systems in today's game.
It is. However, let me put you in a situation. Low block time, which is a lot of the time when Liverpool play a team that kind of know what they're doing. When you play within the system, sometimes you need to kind of go against the grain. For example, I would say Luis Diaz, yes, he's a system player, but at the same time, he kind of isn't because he can do his own thing. He can open up a game without sticking strictly to what the system wants from you.
Yeah.
So that unpredictability, that kind of, as the French would say, va-va-voom, that extra something. I don't know if Bowen's got that, bro. I have to be honest. As good as he is, do you get where I'm coming from with that?
He doesn't need it because he's a backup winger. Doesn't need it.
You're saying he's a backup winger. All right, cool. I'm glad you said that.
I didn't say bring him in to let him lead the line. No way.
No. I'm not saying that either. But what I am saying is, if we was to get Bowen, do you think Bowen can challenge Salah? Let's just say as things stand, Salah stays right now. Yeah.
I think he puts a battery in his back.
What's that?
I think he puts a battery in his back. He'll be around better players who have more opportunities, who have more chances on the ball. He had more one-on-one opportunities. That's really going to test him. Look at Diaz. Diaz come in, put a rocket up Mane's ass. Put a rocket up his ass.
Exactly. But do you think Bowen can do the same thing for Salah?
100% Premier League proven.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Here's the thing. You see with Luis Diaz, as you said, Luis Diaz for me has really challenged Mane, challenged him to a level, and he's actually helped Mane actually like get better.
He's moved him. Drifty won't like it. He's moved him. Drifty won't like it.
Bro. But here I'm gonna say though.
He's a better left winger than Mane.
Yeah. For what we actually need in terms of like that unpredictability from the left hand side that Mane used to provide, he still can, but he can't do it on so much of a frequent level. That's why he's been moved more to the center, right? He's adapted his game as well.
Mate, I'm sorry, but bro, Mane's days as a left winger are done. His days as a left winger are done. Like, let me
ask you this.
He went back to left wing the other day. He stunk up the gaff. He's a striker now. He's a 9.
Let me ask you this then. if his days are done as a winger, are kind of done. On that left hand side, you got Diaz. Who's second in line right now as things stand?
It will be Mane, but in my opinion, Mane's left winger days are done. And I love Mane. So you can play up front now.
Is Jota a better left winger than Mane?
Hell no.
I'm glad you said that, because you want to know something, bro. Here's the thing. Again, as things stand right now, as presently constructed, I look at it as Diaz is our primary left winger. Mane should be... In fact, do you want to know something? I don't even know who's better through the centre. You know, sometimes you get carried away, yeah? And it's a case of, because Mane has been absolutely sensational since like January, February, you can't not overlook the fact of he should be our centre forward. However, we also can't sleep on what Jota's done earlier on in the season, you know? And that's why I kind of feel like it's even hard to even say who's actually the better striker when it actually comes down to it.
About Jota. You should know this, bro. I'm the wrong person to ask about Jota.
No, but I just want an opinion, bro.
I know. I said Mane's name and Jifty popped up.
Like the boogeyman, bro. What's going on?
Man just heard my name, was like, Rob. Yeah, we got two.
These days is a left winger's done.
All right. Well, if that's the case, Drift, welcome to the show, bro. However much time you got, bro. What do you want to let the people know? Because I know you was willing to say something. You want to say something?
No. First and foremost, I just wanted to say big up Mons always for jumping in. You know what I mean? Big up Matt for keeping the show going. Obviously, me and Cal can be part of the show today. You know what I mean? So make sure you show these lots some love, man. Keep the show going. Smash that like button as well. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, what Sadio? Yeah. I've got my eye on Mons already. So that's Jota and Mane. I got my eye on you, Mons. You know, I got my eye on you, bro.
You know, it's Drifty. As I said, in my opinion, I just think Mane's days on the left are done in it. I think he's a 9 now in what he brings. I'm not saying he's dead as a winger, but I think as a left winger, I see him. We saw him go back on the left the other day, and it weren't looking the same. Like for me, I think he's even adapted to the style of a 9. He's a 9, and he's a better 9 than Jota, in my opinion. Better 9 than Jota is.
Yeah, Mane's just Mane. He's an anomaly. He's a superstar, and you know what I mean. We just got to get that contract done, man. That's it. But I agree with you. Like, I think 9 suits him better now. I think 9 prolongs his career. He was still capable of beating people on the left wing, but I think what the problem is now he doesn't have to. So it will just save his legs, prolong his career. He doesn't have to keep trying to burst past people.
Yeah, and also I think in terms of combinations, because Jota looks more likely to play in that centre position more than anyone else if Mane's not playing there, by the way. Mane and Jota for me doesn't work. I know that seems weird, innit? But whenever they play next to each other, for me, there just seems like a disconnect there. So, like, if like Firmino plays there, or if Mane plays up top and Diaz plays, it's better, innit? But when Jota's either on the left or Jota's like in the middle, I feel like it becomes harder for Mane to be Mane, if that makes sense. Because Jota's link-up play, he shoot first. And
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you lot's take on that is, but that's my
yeah. Go on, Jeff. What were you going to say, Jeff?
Apologies if I'm cutting out because I've only got one bar in the thing.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was going to say just quickly. Yeah, I don't know if you heard what Martin said, but basically he was just trying to say like it's hard to kind of put Mane and Jota like when they play together because Jota's very much shoot first, which I kind of agree with as well. And like Mane's very different actually. When I think about Mane's game, Mane's not shoot first, especially on that left wing. He likes to like drift in and like maybe open up the game more so than Jota. I think Jota's way more direct. Jota sole thing is like I need to get into the box and try and score a goal. So they probably don't complement each other either. That's another thing. But what I also said to Monstrift, which is still kind of mad though, is that early in the season, when it was Mane, Salah, and Jota, we were kind of not necessarily blowing to his way, but we played very, very well. And that combination seems to have worked. So something's changed like halfway through the season. And I don't know what it is in terms of those three.
Jota's forgot how to control the ball.
Oh, wow.
No, do you know what it is? We got used to Diaz. No, guys, we got used to Diaz playing there now. And I think that means that we're a little bit more not reliant on him, but we just know he's always going to duppy his man. So we're kind of just getting used to it now. And I think that might be why we'll slowly change. Like they spoke to Mane after the game against Villa, and they were like, "You lot are striking up a good partnership. Like, how do you feel like he's fitted in?" And he was like, "I knew I was going to cross him, so I just got in it. I knew he was going to cross it, so I got in the middle." Like Mane actually said, like, I knew the cross was coming. So they're used to Diaz being able to skip past his man and whip the ball in now. And I think they've just gotten used to that. And maybe when Diaz comes out the team, they're like, "Oh yeah, we got to remember how we played before." And sometimes it's hard to like switch back when you're used to it. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's we just need to get Nunes, and then we've just got a rotation of all sorts, and then we can just play a proper number 9. We can play the false 9. We can play the half 9. We can play. We've got all kinds. We've got a quarter 9, a half 9. You know what I mean? We might as well have a 3/4 9. We've got them all, bruv. So you know what I mean? It's interesting. But look, all these men in our front three are capable of 15, 20 goals a season. Facts, proven.
Yeah.
So let's not really care about the combination. Let's just make sure they get their goals, man.
No, indeed. Do you know what? Mots, let me ask you actually, like what Jeff was talking about with the strikers, yeah. Do you think a striker should be a priority this season? In fact, where do you think the priority should lie this season? I know Jeff mentioned striker, and I still do think there's no harm in getting a striker, but I just want to get your take on it. Like, do you think the striker is the most important, or do you feel like it's somewhere else in the team, in your opinion?
I think if you're talking about right this second, I feel like up front we're fine. I know that sounds mad, innit? But like Jifty said, we got a lot. We have variation, so much variation. I'm not saying each variation is going to be as strong as the next variation. Do you know what I mean? We have the Mane Diaz, the Mane, Salah, and Diaz, which seems to be the one right now. You know, we have the Salah, Jota, Mane. You know, we have the Mane. We have the OG front three. We've got. You know what I'm saying? We've got bare variations. So I think when you got variation, it's just about which one clicks in the right situation. So I wouldn't say a striker is the most we need right now because of how adept Jota can be on his day, how good Mane is at the moment in the 9. Long may that continue. Hopefully Salah stops trying to do his best, do it down in, you know, impression at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So now we've got, because of that variation, I look to the midfield and I go, well, if Ox goes, or maybe I don't know what's going on with Naby Keita in terms of whether he stays or not. I don't know what's going to go on there. And Henderson's legs are going and will probably look to become more of a 6. Do we need another right centre mid to come in? And that's where I kind of look. And I like the look of Tchouaméni. Even though I think he's a bit more built like Fabinho, I feel like he's more adept, he's younger, he's quicker. Do you know what I mean? So maybe he can step forward and play slightly more advanced. So for me, it's right centre mid. Right centre mid more than the striker for me. Because you've got too many men up top that can do too many things and that can do too much damage. Man are scoring 15 plus, regardless if you're a striker or not. Man are half strikers, 9.5s, 9.245, 873 board. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
no, but it's the one thing I'll say, Mons. You're bang on, Everything you're saying about the midfield, I actually agree with. You're bang on. But we got to remember, though, we're in 4 cup competitions because we've got a squad. And let's keep it a buck. I think it's pretty obvious that Taki, Origi, Ox, all these men are going. I think we have to get used to the idea that Elliott might go on loan, Jones might go on loan. I think the squad is going to actually be quite small in comparison to this squad next year. So we can't lose Taki, Ox, Origi, all the players that cover front 3 player positions when we play cup games and not bring anyone else in. Or all we're doing is rinsing the big boys again and getting back to that stage where we can't do cup competitions because everyone's knackered. Or do you know what I mean? Now we've got to make sure we bring in a couple players to replace those guys so we can still go for all fronts. Because what are we going to do? Only have one season where we compete for all the cups, and then we're just going to go back to just one competition and we just put all our eggs in that basket. That would be really stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, you've got to replace those guys. You have to replace those guys. Do you know what I mean? So I think Nunes, Anthony, Adeyemi's gone now, innit? So there's no point thinking about that.
He's gone.
Owen. I've been saying this. People even said this in the comments. I've been saying about Bowen. They crucified me last year. Even though Callum was screaming names like next to Neto and my man there. You know, Callum, Callum. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Cal.
No, but Cal's on the Bowen thing, you know. He's on the thing, you know.
And why do you think that is? I
mean, I don't know, Cal and his. I can't put words in his mouth, innit? I don't know, innit? I'm just saying, innit?
Just because me and Bowen share the same last name, by the way, there's no bias there. However, I was screaming, man, last season because man, I thought, as you said, it was a 1 season thing. But look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. Did you man see that overhead kick that he nearly scored? Did you man see that? Did you not see that?
Saw. Johnny is about Bowen, and I say the same thing I said 2 months earlier on. I think Bowen's a good player. I think he's a very good system player.
Great for Liverpool.
And I'm not taking anything away when I say system player. What it is though, I kind of need this person who we buy on the right, to be like Diaz. I need him to be that baller where you, when need be. No, but he no, not even that though.
Oh, okay, man.
You see the person that I wanted originally, and I still do, and people are going to talk, actually, is Rafinha. Do you know why I say Rafinha? Rafinha can fit in our system. Not only that, I think he challenges Salah better than Bowen challenges Salah. And not only that, I think he can unlock a game because, in my opinion, he's got a bit more flair and creativity. Now, the only bad thing about him is that I don't know whether he would have the mental strength to know that he would not be first team choice. And I do think he's not going to come to Liverpool anyway. I think he's going to go Barca. But if we're just talking about player for player, what they could both offer, yes, I think Bowen ever so slightly might be a bit more direct, maybe. But I feel like for what we could potentially have with Rafinha, bro, it would almost be like Diaz on the other side. I don't know if you agree with me, bro.
Yeah. I just, do you know what it is as well, though? I still feel like I love what Diaz is doing, but let's not be blind to the fact that Diaz don't score enough goals. Diaz's output is nothing like everyone else's output.
No, agreed. He's acclimatizing though, still.
Yeah, but it's about time we had an eye test man, though. It's about time we had an eye test man. It's that simple, though. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about time we had someone who passes that eye test. Who wants to do, you know, we're counting more no looks than goals because we got man that score goals. You know what I'm saying? I think Diaz's goals will come, and when it does, y'all be scared. Everyone else, rival fans, be very ready for when Diaz starts scoring goals. You said this about Coutinho. When the rosettes start hitting the back of the net, it's a long day for man. You know what I'm saying? And we got 140 million.
He's a permanent Villa player, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? So
he is indeed. Yeah, he's signed for them.
You know what I'm saying? So now, listen, Gerrard tied that down so we could score another screamer last day, but we won't get to that. We'll get to that another day. But I think
boys, because my reception keeps on going in and out. Let me jump out so I don't disturb the quality of the show. But big up, obviously, you man. Make sure you smash that like button as well. Months, big up your damn self, and you know what I mean. Make sure everybody's doing the share and subscribing to Months as well, people. Yeah. But boys, in a bit, man. Bless up, yeah.
No, bro. Take care, bro.
Big up.
Easy.
Hey, hold on. Before I carry on, how am I saying Months is smart for an 18-year-old? If you lot knew my age.
Hey, no, it's true. It's true. It's so true.
If you lot knew my age. But anywho, that aside, I was saying that I love what Diaz brings, but me personally, I can't have two Diaz-esque players on each wing. I like a bit. This is my personal opinion. I like a bit of variation on each side. So if I've got a man that's always gonna duppy his man, then there's going to be something that comes with that. Because if you have a man that duppies his man but doesn't have great output, that now puts pressure on your two other guys to be numbers, man. To be man that bring in numbers. So that's why when Diaz, Mane and Salah play, it still works because Mane and Salah will bring in numbers regardless of how they play. Good, bad, they will always bring in numbers. So there's allowance for someone, just like Firmino, who's not going to be, he'll bring you 8 to 12 goals. And that's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? But if I've got two Diaz's, let's just say a duplicate of Diaz, but he's a other foot and he's coming in for Salah, then do you know how much pressure that piles on the centre forward? Then we need a Haaland. Then we're going to need a Haaland if we have two Diaz-esque players on the wing because...
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd rather someone a little bit closer to Salah so the pressure, so Diaz isn't forced to automatically bring in more numbers and the person who's playing up top isn't forced to score more goals. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. The thing is, though, one thing I will say is, I know what you're saying, because with Diaz, I've always thought, do you know what it is? Like, it's just the goal return. Like, but I think he reminds me a little bit of, like Suarez in the 11-12 season, I think it was, where he first signed, and it just wasn't clicking. Yeah, it just wasn't clicking. Then the next season, brother, he just went on a tear. I do generally feel like, with Diaz, he's just gonna go on a tear next season, bro. Generally, I don't even think we need to worry. I think once the thing is with Diaz, I feel like once he gets like 2-3 goals, like I don't know, like one after each other, like consecutive games, I think we'll just see him go on purple patches. Like no disrespect, but I think he could. I'm hoping, and I say hoping, he could become like Son. I think Son would always be more clinical because I think Son's just more clinical player anyway. But I think if Diaz can get kind of close to that level where you have these purple patches where it kind of gives you 15 to 17 goals a season, I think the Liverpool fans will be more than happy with that. And I think that's what will happen. I don't think he'll be this same Diaz year after year where he just duppy your man, create space, get an assist. But when we look at his goal ratio at the end, he's got like 6 goals in 42 games. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'll be like that personally.
No, of course not. I just think that because we have such a balance in GA, I don't want that. I'll be honest. For me, just two Diaz's S players will bring an imbalance to it will bring an imbalance to the GA that we produce season in, season out, because we will start to seep out players, and we don't have a striker that's going to score 30 goals from up top. We don't have that. We don't need that. There's a reason why we don't have it, because we don't need it. We have Salah.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
But what we need, I feel like, is to keep the balance maintained as much as we can. So if our goals are going to come from that inside right, get a man who can get goals from the inside right, especially if our numbers are going to dip from the inside left. Not plummet. I'm not saying Diaz is going to get 4 in 42 or 6 in 42. Diaz for me is going to get 15 goals next season. Easy 15 goals next season. You know what I'm saying? But people like Jota are going to go through purple patches. When Jota doesn't score, he doesn't bring enough to the game. Firmino doesn't score enough goals, but he brings the other side to the game that we love and we need. So if you play Firmino, Diaz, and Salah, it's almost like if Salah doesn't score, where the goals coming from?
I hear you. And again, I hear you.
That's just my outlook on it, innit? Like, that's literally just my outlook on it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. So
yeah.
I think Diaz, trust me, I think next season Diaz is going to do a madness, but we'll have to wait and see it. Put it like this. I think he has a lot to say in our next 2 finals. And obviously that's one Saturday and the next one's on the 20th. I think he has a lot to say. Whether he scores or not, I'm not sure, but I think he's going to be the player that kind of opens up the game for us. And I think rival teams don't really know how to play him yet, because when you've got someone who's like that can create so much and is so unpredictable, you're thinking you double up on him, but then you can't leave him because then you've got Salah and then you've got Mane. So I think once he starts adding goals, it's a problem. Like, it's genuinely a problem for the rest of the league, and I can't wait. And I think it's perfect timing because we're going to need his goals next season now that Man City have just got Haaland in it. So we move.
Oh, by the way, my boy has just said, he's just FaceTimed me. I don't know if you want, I can put it on the screen, innit? He's just FaceTimed me he's just caught the Liverpool coach in London.
I swear that.
Right in front of him. It's right in front of him.
Yeah, no, bring that up, bro.
Bring that up. Give me a sec. I'll bring that up.
Come on, man. This is Friday night calling show, bro.
Give Liverpool fans something to shout about.
Yeah, come on. It's what we do, bro.
I'll give him something to shout about.
Yeah. All right, why you get that ready?
Hold on. Lou. I'm on live. There's on Kop-Ish. How many people got in there? 400 plus?
Yeah, 400.
What, they want to see the coach. They want to see the coach still. You can stop the camera for me? Yeah, do that for me. Hold on. I'm gonna dash you on screen now, innit? There's enough people. Are the players got? Yeah, look, show the coach, and I'm gonna dash you on the screen. I'm gonna
put you on full screen as well, Mons. I'm gonna put you on full screen in a minute as well, so that people can see.
There you go. Hold on. You see that?
Mad.
There we go. We've touched down in London, people. Serious.
Indeed.
Serious.
Touchdown
in London. It's all there.
You know what time it is.
Courtesy of my boy. That's my boy Lewis, by the way. Big up Lewis.
All right, big up Lewis, man. Thank you for that, my bro. Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? Big up Lewis. Big up yourself.
Right,
anything you want to say to the people then? Before we should...
Man, I hope you not get it, to be honest.
He's a Spurs fan, by the way. He was a Spurs fan.
So and he hopes we get. All right, love for that, bro. Trust me. We move. Love for that. Trust.
But
little exclusive there. We touched down and that.
I'm gonna shout you, my bro. So yeah, love.
Love for that.
See, I've got eyes everywhere, by the way. You know, I've got eyes everywhere.
No, for real. You actually do, for real.
I'm saying. I saw these man coming out. I can't lie. I'll say one thing now. After that Tottenham game, Salah vexed, Trent vexed. These man were vexed. The way they pulled out of the stadium, they weren't saying hi to no one. I promise you, they all drove out like this. You
You're not even looking at no one, isn't it? Man just thinking about why when I get home.
Like, can I use the mic as a steering wheel quickly? You know when man are doing this one? Not even side eyes, bro. Pep Linders come out, didn't even bat an eyelid. None of them.
Hey, for when Pep Linders ain't saying nothing, you know everyone, because Pep Linders is like the nicest guy, you know.
Yeah, man. I saw man usually stops and happy. You know, none of the Henderson, no one. Milner was like this. I promise you, Jota was with his girl and that weren't.
Milner was just thinking about, hey, when I get that right being on, man. Hey,
honestly, bro, Jota, I know Jota's thinking, oh man, getting like, because he come on and do nothing as well. I know he weren't happy with his performance. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Ah man, I don't even want to talk about the Spurs game too tough. We were screaming.
Let's not. We're not talking about that. I'm gonna read that supers, then we're gonna get into the call-in. So, TG Rock says, "Watch that City fan get from at least 3 from show last night." Oh, what you talking about? Daps. Now Daps all this. Oh no, to be fair, big up Daps. He's a City fan. We love him, but at the same time, yeah, your team gets on my nerves. I can't even lie, bro. Team gets on my blasted nerves. Captain Thunderpants says Spurs cost us a title. Gonna find George. Stone Cold stunner him. Tombstone, sweet cheap music. Send him home. Stinker Manchushal going for low block tomorrow. Raw. Captain Underpants, you mean with that type of violence, yeah? That's a lot of violence, bro.
That's a lot of violence. Sweet chin music, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You might have to get some sweet chin music, bro. 975 Jambo says City will be in for the CDM, left back, and Pau Torres. Funny you say that, yeah. I read something that they might even be in for sure many. If that's true, I can't even lie to you.
He won't play. It's a waste of talent. He won't play.
I don't. The thing is, I wouldn't say he wouldn't play. It's just that if they've got players that are going and they feel like they can transition him to the number 8, that would kind of scare me. Still,
come on, man. Jack Rodwell part 2. Jack Rodwell part 2.
Yeah, that's
Scott Sinclair the sequel. Like, you get it, like Scott Sinclair.
Forgot about that man there, you know, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Sinclair.
Scott Sinclair the sequel. You know what I'm saying?
You know the ones there. All right, big up Rods. LFTV says we need to sign Darwin Núñez. Okay, so Rods, you're a fan, bro. Okay. Moz, what are you saying about Darwin Núñez? Have you seen a lot of him? Are you a fan or not really?
The last man that Duppy that's when we signed turned out to play in champion, played in the Carabao Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to stop signing man that Duppy us. You get it? Like it used to. Why do we keep signing man that Duppy us? Why? Obviously, I get it with Mane Duppied us in the 3-2. So I thought, yeah, go get him. You know what I'm saying?
Mane was different though. Mane Duppied us differently though.
Yeah, Mane is a bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like I get flipping Virgil was a big one as well. I hear it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like I get it though. Like Núñez has got something. When I watch him, I can tell a man's got something. You don't even have to see him score a hat-trick to know a man's got something. You can tell in it, but still, he's steady. He's decent. Would he kite in the Prem? Not too sure. City signed Haaland. We signed Núñez. On paper, I don't know. Do you know what's so mad? It sounds mad, but Gifty won't come up this time. Gifty won't pop up like the Undertaker this time. But bro, I still generally think we have a striker in D9. We have a striker.
Yeah, but he's going though, bro. That's unfortunately.
Baby, come back. You know
bro.
Baby, come back. Like,
bro, I think he's done. Genuinely, I think he's done.
Drop my bright clock can't in it.
I think it's done still. Unfortunately,
it is done. He's going in it, but it's like it's cool, man. Like
it's one of them ones where man just have to just make peace of it. You know them ones.
And who we bring in won't be better than D9. I'm telling you this from now. Sorry, I know I sound like a pessimist. Who we bring in to do the D9 role will not be as good as D9, and we'll be complaining. Do
you know what? That's hard to say. I do think you're right because I think mentality plays a key part as well. Because to sit on the bench and know that you're not necessarily going to play all the time. I can't even lie to people. It's kind of mad still to know that you can do that and just turn up and get that vital goal. That's still big. So, but yeah, we move. Ash says, ain't it mad how media never mentioned UEFA investigating into City and Prem's 4 years ongoing investigation. So weird, never gets brought up. 2-year European ban that they're lawyered up and got that appealing. Yeah, do you know what? I don't want to get, I don't want to say too much on the City and what they do like behind the scenes and that, but everybody knows if you follow football and you follow it properly, City do some stuff that make you just think, all right, how does that really work out then? I'm gonna just say it like that, innit? Because it's kind of crazy. I can't front. Nasir says, I think we're just at a certain level. The whole club from top to bottom is in sync. I like what we're doing, so enjoy the next 4 effing years. Hey, trust me, you know them ones there. We got Jurgen Klopp at the helm, innit? So, do you know what I mean? In my opinion, it just goes from strength to strength, and it's going to be really interesting to see what we do over the next couple of summer transfer markets and winter transfer markets, because I do think Klopp's got something in mind. And the way I was talking confidently about when Man City signed Haaland says to me there's a plan in place, and not just one plan, it's many, it's multiple plans. You know, the ones there. Tonic says, what do you think of Salah's revenge comments and being the best winger in the world and in our squad? Too much talking. What do you think, Mons, about that? About Salah? Is he talking too much?
The sooner he stops playing like Stuart Downing, the better.
Right, man says Stuart Downing,
Like, bro, and the thing is, Salah's not even stinking it up. He's just so far from himself. Or maybe so far from the form he showed. The drop-off is mad. I think it's so many things that's going on. It's the contract, the AFCON, the World Cup. But at the end of the day, we got to look for the future. The World Cup's bang in the middle of the season. Guess who didn't qualify for the World Cup? Mo Blood Clot Salah. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, y'all laugh now. But when all your players are going to the World Cup and we still got Salah, y'all keep laughing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep laughing. So I'm going to say on that.
All right, don't give me a joke.
He does need to fix up. He's due a good performance, and he just like what I'm seeing is pissing me off. It's my language. What I'm seeing, he's resorted to just running into man again, and I don't like that shit. So
I hear you. Sean, big up Sean. He says biggest flop this season: Sancho or Grealish.
People won't talk about Grealish Grealish being on the same amount of goals as Joe Matip. People won't talk about that. But just
but how many goals has Sancho got though as well? I mean, let me not just do goals. No, I was gonna say we're being a bit what's the word I say?
Sancho's light skin and he bigs up Kennerton. That's why people want to say Sancho's been the flop of the season. Grealish is clean cut and he got a comb over and he's got big calves. So people don't want to say that Grealish is fucked up, but because he's about to win a Prem,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
come on
lively against Madrid, but at the end of the day, he should have scored the goal that took them through. He didn't do that, so he's lost his Havertz license in doing something in the champs. And now maybe, hopefully, the Golden Boy paper stuff are gonna back him and his big calves and his coat mover. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big up Jack Grealish, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Always showing love to my black queens as well, man. Big up Jack Grealish, man. I love him, man. Big up Jack Grealish, though, man.
No, Mosh, you're actually kidding me,
Big up Jack Grealish, man. Bro, it's
you know it's all love. When I see a carnival, when I see Jack at carnival, you know it's all love anyway. So
yeah, like bro, it's like the Trent and Cancelo thing. Like man has love for Cancelo, but because Cancelo has a skin fade and a well-toned six-pack, people are gonna like him more. Trent has dreads and he's light skinned and he's a scouser, so man are gonna put it on him when he makes a mistake. When Cancelo gets bun up all the time.
But no, talk about no, facts. That's actually facts, bro. I can't even lie, that's facts. They got 975 jump. It says, how many 5'8" to 6 feet forwards do we need? So Jam was trying to say, obviously, like, should we just go and get that tall kind of number 9, that kind of
recall Daniel Sturridge?
Say that again?
Nothing. Yeah, no, I think what we should do, we should start looking.
I was going to say massive reborn Daniel Sturridge, you know.
We should start looking at man, obviously, that are a little bit taller, in my opinion. But I'm saying have some athleticism as well. You know what I'm saying? Why'd you mention Daniel Sturridge, by the way? How'd you come to man?
I think you mentioned Daniel Sturridge, bro. Hey, Mons, don't do this. Hey, don't do this, you know.
Not me. I know what you're talking about. Comments, you're moving a bit crazy.
Mons, you're going mad right now. Man said that, no, I still can't get with the Jack Grealish thing, you know. I can't even lie. But anyway,
you got big calves in the combo, bro.
No, but you said shout out to my black queens as well.
Yeah, you know, I know, bro. Jack Green, he loves black girls. I love
Yeah,
girls.
no. Jack Grealish does a lot. He does a lot still. He does a
You know
lot.
what I'm saying?
He does a lot.
Shout out to Grealish, man. For real, man.
He
You know
does
what
a
I'm
lot. He
saying?
does a lot. Big up Vitu says homeboy. Well, I'm gonna say Monts on this stream looks like Tariq Lamptey.
I have a hat on today, people. I don't even have the afro. Well, come on now.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. Right, before we get into the callers show, I always have to bring up our sponsors, people. That's right. You know already, we've teamed up with FansBet this season, and they are the fans-led sports betting company committed to supporting charities and causes, obviously, which are important to you fans. Do check them out, people, by clicking on the link in the bio below and claim a 200% sports deposit bonus up to £200, people. Terms and restrictions apply. Full details will be on the site, and you have to be 18 or over. Please do gamble responsibly and visit begambleaware.org for more info. And do also check out FansBet responsible gambling tools, people. And not only that, you'll catch us on their site as well. You'll see me, you'll see Drift, you'll see Callum chopping it up with other influencers as well. And not only that, people, you'll also see great odds as well. So check out on our socials. We'll release those obviously for tomorrow's game. So they should be out most likely, if not tomorrow morning, if not tonight. So make sure you stay tuned for all the stuff we do with FansBet. It's always love each and every time.
I mean, y'all finna teach me how to do all that, right? I'm here. You know what I mean? If you guys get me to 1,000, then
Bro,
you know, y'all gotta teach me to do that.
We can do this, bruv. That's a great plug because we're gonna sign you up, bro. We're gonna sign you up.
Yeah, sign me up, co-sign me, man.
We're gonna sign you.
Take a cut. I mean, take a cut. I mean, this ain't no record label shit, but y'all take a cut, bro.
We're gonna sign you up, bro.
You know, this ain't Dream Girls, but you know, take a cut.
We're gonna sign you up, brother. We're gonna sign you up.
Love, all love.
But yeah, we move right now. It's the time we've been waiting for, people. It is now the call-in part. So we're gonna bring on our first caller. And remember, people, I will say this: you got 2 minutes, and if you go over them 2 minutes, you're gonna get a video that you might not like to see. Yeah, I've got the stop clock ready on the iPad. You get me? So, without further ado, let's get the first person in. Carl, what's going on, bro?
Hey guys, how you doing? I wasn't expected to be first.
You're first today, my brother. You're first today. What's good?
I'm always first when you send the link without saying anything. That's the second time now.
To be fair, it is the second time I think you are first, brother. So big up, man. Big up for being first in that. Big up.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'm gonna start your timer now. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of just want to talk about how the teams are just rolling over for Man City at the moment. Because really, that 5-1 against Wolves is so unrealistic. Wolves have the fourth best defense in the league. They should not be conceding 5 goals at their own ground. That's some type of corruption type of shit. They're not that bad defensively to get 5 goals. And also Newcastle, that second half was like they paid them. That second half was horrendous. That second half was worse than something even Steve Bruce would do. That's like some Saudi money rolling around. I'm not even gonna lie. I was watching it furious because I'm like, these teams can lose to Man City, but like letting in 5 goals each, nah, that don't sit right with me. That's like giving up by the time the first goal goes in, and that's like really annoying at this point in time when when we had a better goal difference last week, and within 2 games, teams letting 5 goals each, like easily. It's like they didn't even try after a while. You know how frustrating that is to watch as like a fan. I was content with them losing. I was like, yeah, lose. Like, you're not as good as them. But 5, it's sad to watch. Like teams just give up instantly against Man City. But when they play us, they're like, oh no, we're 2 goals down, but we can keep going. Like they throw their faces in front of every ball against us.
Time wasted in the 30th minute and throw-ins.
I also want to talk about Tottenham. Like Klopp got some stick for saying how they were playing against us. I agree with Klopp. They needed a win against us. They came for they played like they didn't need a win. When they did, they need that win to. If they won against us and won against Arsenal, they'd be in 4th place right now. So they needed to come out and play. That it was not right for them to sit back and act like nothing was happening. Act like they didn't do anything. All right, guys. I'll see you later. 5-4.
Well said, bro. Well said.
Now, respect, bro. Respect for that. We'll chop it out now, brother. Yeah.
Bye.
Cool.
Carl, just quickly before we run to the next person. I might. It's big
Haven't
six
turned this
pants
thing
on mod.
off. Hold on. There we go. Say that again, bro.
It's big six pants on mod because I'd love to just drop the link to my channel in like the comment somewhere. I don't know. Obviously, I can't send the link in because I'm not on mod. I mean, after all this time, I'm not a mod. I'm not saying I don't know what I'm saying, but
do you know what? It's not even me. Do you know actually? Do you know what, bro? Send it to me. Have you got my? Hold on.
Send it to you. I can just send it to you on Insta. To be fair.
Yeah. Send it to me. No. Send it to me on Send it to me on Twitter. Because I ain't got my Insta on my thingy right now. Send it to me on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'll plug it in here still.
I was gonna say, y'all ain't. I'm not.
But why you do that? I'm gonna ask you a question though. So regarding Carl's call, he was talking about teams rolling over for Man City, bro. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like whenever teams play against Man City, everyone kind of crumbles? And like I said before, you look at the record that Wolves had. I think they were 5th best defensive record. And then you look at the Newcastle as well. Newcastle playing well and they just get smart. What is it, bro? Do you feel like there's something there? Is there more in it? Let me know, bro. What do you think?
If I speak, big trouble. I say that, brother. I said that. Do you know why? Because against City, everyone wants to shake Nyash for City. City. You know why? Because no one cares if City wins. So, because no one cares when City wins, it's like, yeah, City can win it. Yeah, City can win it. It's like if Tottenham go and finish top 4, it's like, yeah, they can finish top 4. We're not going to do anything. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when Liverpool play, it's time wasting the 21st minute from a throw-in. It's time waste from your own corner. Managers want to kick the ball away, roll the ball away. You know what I'm saying? But against City, man, I'm just like, yeah, let me throw the ball back to you. Yeah, take the ball back.
Yeah. Facts.
It's all friendly. It's all friendly and it's all cool. To be fair, first half Wolves gave it a go, so I'm not even going to hate on Wolves too tough. But it's like we need to stop Liverpool at all costs. At all costs. Like everyone wants to do their best Everton impression against us, but with City, it's like, nah, let me spread them cheeks. I know that's mad, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a mad thing. I
hear you. No, I hear you on that one.
8. I said that because it's 1 minute past 8, people. 1 minute past 8.
I hear you on that. I agree with you because I think when it comes to Man City, people have this thing about Man City, all conquering team. You can't beat them. Let's just try not to get embarrassed. However, when you set up like that, you get embarrassed anyway. Wolves, for example, bro. Wolves, yes, they haven't been amazing this season, but to get pat like that and by one man as well, I can't even front. I was sitting there thinking, I knew Wolves weren't gonna win deep down, but I thought they'd make it a little bit harder, make more of a game out of it. Bro, they just let Kevin De Bruyne just come inside, sit down on the chair, put his feet up, go and get a beer at the fridge, and say, "Yo, this is my yard now." That's what KDB done, you know. Man turned it into his yard. Can't be doing that, man.
It's so
can't be doing that, but it is what it is. I think. What's that, sorry, bro?
I DM'd it, buddy.
Are you doing it to me? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I see it now. That's the thing, bro. Like, I think for me personally, when you think about like Liverpool or Man City, if there's one thing I can't lie to you, their fear factor, for whatever reason, everyone's just shook.
They got no defenders. What fear factor? They're playing. Nathan Ake is not even fit. John Stones is a pebble right now. He's not fit. Do you know what I'm saying? Ruben Diaz is somewhere getting a skin free because he's done for the rest of the season. Kyle Walker ain't walking no more. Do you know what I'm saying? They got Zinchenko and them, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up Zinchenko, but he's a cam dog. You know, I'm hearing Laporte. Laporte's at the docks, not at the ports, bro. Laporte.
Yeah.
Fam. You know what I'm saying? They got no back line.
They don't. They really don't. Them man are playing. In fact, Fernandinho got injured as well.
You know? They're playing that cue ball at the back now. No disrespect. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? They're playing Fernandinho, bro. That's like us playing James Milner at the back, fam. No, get at him. If I'm any other team, I'm thinking, no, we can get at these, man. You know what I'm saying?
If there was ever a time where you think you can get something out of City, so to speak, it would have been, in fact, over the last couple of weeks, obviously, because they're just picking up injury after injury. But here's the thing, bro. When people see Man City, they just get shook in it. But when they see us, they think, oh, we got a chance. That does frustrate me. I can't lie to you. It does frustrate me. It does frustrate me.
They see our high line and see, high line.
Yeah,
high line.
that's probably. No, but here's the thing: Man City play high line as well, though. Let me quickly plug in my charger.
No. It's the agenda. It's the agenda. As I said, City
play high line as well, bro.
City are sky blue. They're nice to look at. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool are red.
Yeah.
Liverpool are red. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it should be the VVD effect should still be scaring, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You man see what happens when VVD slicks back his hair. You man see what goes on. You know what I'm saying? I just generally think that teams are looking at us and they're trying harder. I know I seem like I'm being biased, but listen, hear this, people. Jurgen Klopp. What you lot thought Jurgen Klopp was done? I'm still a believer in it. Just because Jurgen Klopp stocks might have taken a little dip in the market, you man know, any of you man that are investors in this chat, you buy in the dip. You buy in
facts, bro. Tell them again.
Buy in the dip. You know what I'm saying? If at the end of the day, we are right now still in for 4 trophies. I know the Prem's looking very, very bleak right now, but if you buy in the dip, you never know what might come out of it. You might get a little bit of a boom. You would have spent the money on some fries anyways. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's a Friday today. I know what you're not spending your money on. So at the end of the
trust
day,
me, anyone that's going out after this, listen, trust me, enjoy your night, because boy, I'm looking forward to
super chat to the channel or buying the dip. One of them.
Facts, bro. It's facts. It's facts. It is what it is. It's true, bro. All right, move on to the next caller, bro. I know you got a dip soon, innit? You got a dip in about 10, innit? Yeah.
10,
yeah. That's cool. All right, bring in the next caller. Jerry James Show, what's going on, bro?
Wagwan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Yeah,
loud and clear.
Quick one before I start. You see what you guys are talking about, City. The issue is, I said it in the chat as well, it's a bit of tactical insight. The way they set up, it means that their defenders don't have to defend. Even though they've got a high line, they keep the ball in a position half in the final third, which means they don't allow teams to counter. Jurgen Klopp and everyone are open. They like to counter the other team's counter. That's how we make our chances. So it means that we're allowing them to counter, hoping we're going to counter your counter, and then that's how we're going to create chances.
They can get
I hear you.
If you allow that counter to come in and you don't counter it, now you're in trouble, and that's the problem. That's how we play. We play to kind of start. It's more like a Mayweather thing where we defend. We wait for you to throw the punch to counter, but if our reactions are a bit slow and we get banged in the face, then it's like raw. Do you know what I mean? What happened to Tyson and Wilder? You can compare it with that fight. City don't play like that. City are front foot and they keep the ball in the opposite half. It's like playing that team that got pros in 5-a-side at goals or power league. You can't.
Facts, it's so true.
Keeping the ball and by the time you get the ball, you're tired. Our team are not tired, and plus we're a bigger name as well. We're Liverpool, so the teams that are playing against us, of course, they're going to raise their game, because not only obviously City are a big team, but Liverpool are a name. Like you coming away with a win at Liverpool, like you growing up, you looked at Liverpool, you recognize them as a big team. It's always going to happen, with your Man United, your Liverpools, your Arsenal. So yeah, man.
No, that's a great insight, bro. And do you want to know something? I actually fully agree with you, because I think there are times when I look at the team and think we just play way too open. Pause. Like we like to play in that high line, like you said, And when Man City play that high line, there is a difference, because the way they keep holding the ball compared to us is very different. What it is, they play that calculated football where they will probe and wait until they get that decisive opening. What we do, though, sometimes is, and we're a little bit overzealous, we try and force mistakes as well. Exactly. And I kind of feel like when you do that, as you said, if you're not on your A game or you get caught and you can't counter the counter like you said, you're in trouble. Whereas with them, as you said, they wait. They're never really, when you actually deep it, it's very rare that you catch Man City. In fact, I arguably say only us and Spurs are the only team that I can think of, and maybe Southampton this season anyway.
Palace do the double on them last year as well.
No. But what I'm going to say is, the teams that Monsters mentioned, what I was going to say is, Jerry, bro, is that the teams that I've just said, they're the ones that can counter Man City. Other than that, no other teams counter them. When you actually deep it, like you said, no one really counters them at all. Exactly. Like someone just put Madrid, Go on.
No,
but someone put Madrid, and to be fair, Madrid, it's not that Madrid done it all game. Yes, Madrid took them out, and yes, Madrid had their moments, but Madrid had their moments and they countered. But when you deep the game, when you look at possession, if I'm not mistaken, Man City, when you deep it, they kind of controlled their game up until obviously when it all fell apart. Let's be real. So they were still always in control, really.
And what's mad as well is even when De Bruyne or whoever's putting in them crosses, you know, from that same region, like Trent or even Henderson.
Yeah. That inside right channel. Yeah.
That inside right channel is accurate. That is every time it's accurate. It's like I'm playing it in because I know someone's going to be there. With us, we play that percentage ball where I'm playing that ball into an area where it might ricochet off someone, but because we got Henderson, Keita, Thiago following it up, we're going to get the second ball and then we're going to counter essentially because you're going to give the ball up away. City don't do that. And that's the issue, isn't it? And that's the issue when you look at it tactically. So,
nah, it's true. All right, bro. I'm gonna start your 2 minutes now, bro. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
cool, bro. Cool.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about basically the whole Salah situation, innit?
I
spoke to you guys a couple of weeks ago about how I said about the position Salah's in right now. He should have cashed in when he had the chance. Now, when you look at it, Diaz has come in. He's performed really well. If he's got the same amount of goals as Salah, I think he got more assists. So it's a bit mad. But he's got the same amount of goals. Salah now, he's coming out with this talk, especially when he's like, I mean, you're calling him down. And for me, this is worse. I mean, you tried to say he's not stinking up the place. I think Salah's been dire because he's not even. There's been a couple games when he's dropped in and he's tried to do like Mane's done that fantastically well in terms of dropping in and picking up the ball and being more of a playmaker, and he's done it even for like the last couple of seasons. Salah, he's really, really, really struggling to come out with those comments talking about he's the best in the team, he's the best in the world in his position. I think it's left a sour taste in my mouth because I was on Saints channel.
Big up Saint LFC. Big up.
And we're talking about it, and it's like, how can you go and talk about that when the day before Mane, he's been linked with Bayern Munich, he's in a better position to even win Ballon d'Or, and he's like, I'm nothing without the team. No one's talking about his contract. Everything's about Salah securing his contract when the only person that stepped up in terms of adversity has been Mane. Salah's gone through adversity as well, not winning the AFCON and then the World Cup thing. And he's coming on and he's pulling up stinkers like this. And on top of that, he's talking like he's the best player in the world. I need to see performances from him in the final and the Champions League final. Because if I don't personally, it's going to leave a sour taste in my mouth where how can he put that bargaining position up? For me, we've shown that we don't rely on Salah as much as we did. And it's showing us more than ever because we've still won games without him. Done. Cool.
I hear that.
Oh, close.
Just about.
I felt like
but no.
And I only got like a 3-minute segment.
The first, big up the man that watch First Take. Yeah, I'm always watching that stuff.
Big up the Bucks, innit? Big up the Bucks.
Hey, trust me, the Bucks are doing all right, bro. They're doing all right. I can't even lie. Is it? Is that your guy? Yeah. No, fair play, bro. Fair play. We need to talk basketball as well at some point as well. We'll do that another time. We'll talk basketball.
Another time, we'll hop on 100%.
Yeah, cool. But no, bro, we'll chop that up now. Blessings as always, brother. Have a blessed weekend. Make sure you tune in tomorrow as well. Obviously, we'll be on tomorrow as well for the game.
Yeah, we'll do. Big up Monts as well, man. Like good
stuff. Jerry, dash me your stuff. I don't know if you're doing content, but dash me that so I can subscribe.
Yeah, we'll do. Obviously, start from next season, but I'm just hopping in.
Yeah, I remember you saying. Let me know whenever you're ready as well, bro. Let me know whenever you're ready as well. Still.
Yeah. I'm always available, innit? I'm always available.
We support them, man. Big up.
Trust me.
Appreciate it,
brother. Take care, bro. All right, Monts. Let's talk about what Jerry said then about the Salah situation. Obviously, he was talking about, Salah kind of doing that whole, I'm still great, I'm still amazing, I'm the best. And you kind of got Sadio Mane, like you said, he's just being mad quiet. Sadio Mane, furthermore, I know they're different characters, so you kind of don't even want to do the whole, he did this, he did that. However, Mane and Salah are different characters. Salah's a bit more out there. He will talk. He will talk. Whereas Mane won't.
It's only been this season that he's talking and like this, and he's talking because he can talk. He's talking because he's been there for 4.5 years and not stopped scoring.
But let me ask you this: do you think it's the wrong time to talk business end of the season? The reason I say that, Monts, I'm going to bring up his quote. He said, I want Real Madrid. Yeah, it's revenge. Do you think he even should have said that, in your opinion?
I think there's nothing wrong with that. That I don't have an issue with. I want players to have hunger in their belly. It's not every day nice guy this, nice guy that. I've always said I hate when Liverpool are too nice to man. Crunch a man, step on a man's toe, pull his earlobe. You know what I'm saying? That one hurts, you know. Everyone pull your earlobe, pull his earlobe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just generally like with Salah, I want a bit of fire in your belly. The only thing that annoys me is that you got to kind of bring the performances if you're going to chat like that. He has the money in the bank to chat like that, but don't be chatting like that when you pulled out about 7 stinkers in the last 10 games. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he's stunk in the last all the games. There's games where he's scored and he's got a vital assist and he's looked good. Salah's come on and looked good in a few of these last 10 games. It's just for the other 7 games, he's done fuck all when he stank. I'm going to be real with it. Do you know what I'm saying? But if we can get a 50% Salah, that's enough to suffice what we're doing on the right wing because we don't even have backup for him. But at the end of the day, I think these are big comments and it's big ramifications if he doesn't fulfill these comments, regardless of the money that he's got in the bank, unfortunately. So,
yeah, for real. And for the people as well, yeah, that are saying it's Salah hate. It's not Salah hate. What we're doing though, is we're just highlighting the fact of for a man that's played literally so well for I would say 90 or let's say like 80% of the season, 85% of the season, you know. He's going through a bad patch right now. And obviously, we know we have to support him through this bad patch. However, you kind of have to do questions sometimes his behavior in terms of how he speaks. Like, was that the right time to say certain things? But again, like Mont said, I agree and don't agree. Like, he has the right to say that because he's been phenomenal. But at the same time, it's like, this is now crunch time, bro. Just kind of just focus on the game and just do what needs to be done. Because here's the thing, and like what even Jerry said as well, I think for Salah, really, do you want to know something, actually? I think whatever happens in terms of trophies, how many we win, how he performs, is actually going to determine the contract. I genuinely feel like now, because he's on a bit of a barren run, FSG are now looking at it thinking, let's see what he does now until the end of the season, and that's how we're going to judge it. I genuinely feel like if Salah has a great end, last 2 weeks of the season, I pretty much think he signs on the dotted line. If he doesn't, I've got a funny feeling Liverpool might be like, yeah, see that money he's asking for, brother? Yeah, I'm not going to lie, fam. Like, it might be just form, but right now, we kind of feel like you can't be earning that. So it's a techie one. I just want to see, though, Salah have a great end to the season because he's been phenomenal, and we can't not talk about how great he's been. And not only that, I need him to sign a new deal, bro. I need to sign a new deal.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's always difficult. In my opinion, it's always difficult to see one of your best players not playing well. And I think, again, same way, it's easy to attack a man when it's down. I think it's quite disingenuous the way he's being attacked at times by certain fans. Obviously, I think he's right to be criticised. As my man, as James just come in, he's rightly criticised him the way he's been playing. I think, but the way some people are criticising him are going too far, especially what he's done for the team. I think one thing I would like to say is that people, just a bit of food for thought. Imagine if Salah pulled the season out of his ass like Mane did last season. How would you lot be reacting then? How would you lot be reacting then? If he pulled out a whole 365 days of shit that Mane pulled out last season.
I wouldn't go that far.
I guarantee you it was.
I wouldn't go that far.
He was playing against them. He was playing.
Don't get me wrong. Mane was by his standards.
From his brace at Chelsea to the final day, he offered nothing but stinkiness and lucky goals.
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that to Mane. Bro, but we move. We move.
We'll differ on that one, but I'm saying if Salah pulled out a season that Mane pulled out, I mean, Salah's pulled out 7 out of 10 bad games, and man, I'm a screening all Hail Mary. So what does that tell, man? And listen, I'm saying, Mane got heavy. Don't get twisted. Mane got heavy though. Don't get twisted.
Oh yeah, Mane got. But look up. You're right though. Mane responded the best way. And to be fair, Mane went through like COVID and whatever, and it kind of, when you deep it, I think he had to adapt, and I think at that time he just wasn't ready to. Because when we were talking about last season, like maybe athletic, from an athletic point of view, maybe he's on a little bit of a wane. This season hasn't really mattered as such because the roles changed. Doesn't have to rely on beating your man for pace all the time. Plus, he's changed up his game a bit as well. His game's a bit more hold-up play and more just getting that first step rather than trying to do a Diaz thing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's as I said, people act like Salah's carried us for the first half of the season. Mane's carried us for the second half of the season. No. As I said, it's similar to that, but Salah done a carry job. Mane has, again, sort of just kept us afloat and kept us going. And that's not me being disingenuous. He's done a good job, but others have chipped in. And do you know what I'm saying? In that first half of the season, Salah was doing everything, fam. No one tell me otherwise. He's doing everything. He's doing everything. We have never seen anything like that.
That's true.
We have never seen anything like that. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to accept Mane for what he is right now. He's not the Mane that he was, but he's still a world-class talent at what he's doing.
Mane's clutch, you know. There's even an argument to say Mane's more clutch than Salah. There's even an argument saying Mane. And I don't want to do this.
Do you know why we can't say Mane is more clutch? Because Mane, people hate to say this, and I don't like doing the Mane Salah thing, but Mane shines when Salah doesn't, and Salah doesn't shine. Salah doesn't not shine often. So why does Mane shine bright when Salah doesn't? Because when Salah's shining,
No. But here's the thing, though. Salah will capture the headlines because what more so will happen is Salah will score and Mane won't score. But you see, when Salah don't score, Mane will still score. So, like, I do feel like,
but
when it comes to clutch games, clutch games, them tight games, who normally scores the first goal? Is it Mane or Salah? And again, I don't want to do this whole, because again, it turned into like the Mane versus Salah. But if I had to like kind of like try and decipher between what the two offer that's slightly different, I would say, especially over Mane's career, especially 18-19, even this season.
The man never belly me down.
Bro. Go listen. We'll talk about another time, innit? We'll talk about another time. No, do your thing, bro.
Everyone in the comments, big yourselves up. Someone please snap my link in there. I have to shoot over to Big Six Pants. So after this show, head over to Big Six Pants.
Love, brother.
We're doing the mad thing over there. Please, listen. If you don't want me in after the game tomorrow after the FA Cup, I'm there, innit? You man know I'm there. So.
Trust me. You know, I'll holler you after, innit? I'll holler you after the game. Still.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, Mane and Salah, they're both my G's. Them rival fans that love of Mane, they're doing it to spite Salah. Don't fall for the trap and all that. You know what I'm saying? Big up Grealish and all the back cleans out there. You know what I'm saying? Love people. I'm gone.
Love, my brother. Tomorrow. We move. Yes, people. You know what time it is? It's the man like my takeover. Oh, you know I'm about to move hella reckless right now. But yeah, we're gonna get the next caller, and not only that, people, because I've got a bit of a time limit as well today. I do apologize. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So for the callers, if you can hear me, you're gonna get a minute and a half because I want to try and get everyone on as well, because I'm looking to end the show between sort of like 8:45, 9 o'clock latest. So I do apologize. So I'm gonna try and speed this up a bit. So apologies if you won't get 2 minutes. It'll be a minute and a half from now. I want to try and get everyone on this show. But you know what time it is, though? It's the man like Mike takeover. And you know we do takeovers differently, innit? So, people, let me just say this as well. If you're a rival fan, and you thought you could come up in the chat and banter us, I've got one thing to say to you. Yeah?
Go suck your mother. Me ready for 1 hour no ramp with me and see me now. Lush on the face, pussy. Big up, go suck your mama.
Takeover in full effect. We move. No, I'm joking. To all the rival fans out there, you're always welcome. But if you try a thing, you're going to get put in a spliff. We move. Chainsaw DH, what's going on, bro?
Yo, Matt. You know what? I'll make this really quick. I've got like a few points to say. And first thing I'll say is that you're my captain now. Drifty's demoted to vice captain. And big love to you. Since it's a Matt takeover, you're going to get all the love. And with Naby, for example, like I could see the light now. He's my number 8 as well. You were right from day one. I'm never going to question you, Matt. You're my captain now. So everything you say, I'm riding with. I'm on your boat. We're going to kick Cal and Drifty out of here. And first thing I need to say, Jota is so poor. He's poor on the ball, and he doesn't make the right pass. He always tries to nutmeg a player. He always tries to do that little turn that he scored against Everton, if you remember that 4-1. He did that little turn and scored. And he's so poor. It's ridiculous. He's got 20 goals, I think. But like he's literally a worse attacker. He's worse than Taki Minamino and Origi, who have both helped us in the quad. That's my next point. It's like, bro, we're in for a quad. Like, this is the best season ever. Like, I don't understand why some people are down or overcritical. It's like you're never gonna get this again. You might as well just enjoy the moment. And plus we're gonna beat Chelsea tomorrow in the FA Cup. We already beat them in the League Cup. So it's like, come on, there's no better team to beat than Chelsea. And we beat Arsenal in the semi-finals in the League Cup as well. We're gonna beat Real Madrid, get revenge for Salah. This is like the best possible season. And Milner needs to go. Liverpool get unnecessary hate, and Spurs, the Spurs point that Cal made earlier in the first call. Spurs should have won that match if you look back at the chances. So you have to respect other tactics, and Klopp was bugging. So yeah, there you go.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, and that's
Big
love
up,
as
man.
always, bro. Trust me.
Big up the
Trust
chat
me.
as well.
What was the last point you said as well? Sorry about what was it? Because I've got Jota's poor. I'm going to talk about that, and
Yeah,
I'll ask people in the
Jota's
comments.
poor.
I'm going to talk about
We
the
need-
quad. Obviously, people need to
we
enjoy.
need
What was
to
the
enjoy
last
the
point you
quad.
said? Yeah. What was
We
the
need
last
to
point you
enjoy
said?
the quad.
Yeah.
Milner needs to go because people talk about Ox leaving. Milner has to
Ooh,
go.
the Milner thing.
Milner has to go. He's just too old for this squad.
Yeah.
He should be a coach. He shouldn't be a player, in my opinion. And people forget to mention Milner. That's the problem. And Liverpool get unnecessary hate from all fans. I don't get, especially on like other channels. And then the last point was Spurs. Like we need to respect other managers' tactics. So when Conte did his tactics at Anfield, they had the winning chance at the end. So Cal was kind of wrong. Klopp needs to like move away from those questions, not answer them, and just move on. If you get a bad result, just move on. Just do better next game. That's it.
Cool. No, I love my bro. Appreciate it as always, man. Love. All right, so let me talk about these points quickly, then, people, and you let me know, people, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. So, man, I might take over. You know what I'm saying? So, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You know what I mean? If you agree with it, you do. If you don't, you don't. So, first thing first, is Jota poor? I don't think Jota's poor. What it is with Jota, he's been converted fully, in my opinion, to like that 9. He's now a 9, isn't it? He's so forward thinking in terms of like going being direct and going for goals. Sometimes I feel like he forgets some of the things that he used to do, and that's his basic build-up play. And I'm talking for the flank. Jota originally wasn't brought in to be a striker. He was brought in to be a left wing forward that could potentially play the striker. But it seems like it's gone the other way around. One thing I will give him credit for is that for me, he's still one of our players in the squad that if they're through and goal, I still believe 8 times out of 10 he's going to score, where some of the others, it might not be the same. So I still got to give him props. It's just that he needs to work on other parts of his game and not forget who he is. And because when he was at Wolves, he was a secondary striker. And his build-up play wasn't amazing, but it's better. And I feel like he's been a little bit lazy, or he's just not sticking to his principles. Next one. Of course the quad is still on. Come on, man. Listen. Like you said, why is this thing going on for me? That's kind of mad still. What is going on? Anyway, I don't know what happened there, people. Little technical difficulty. But like I said before, of course the quad's still on. That's mad. Like, how many times in our lifetime we're going to sit here and say Liverpool are in for every trophy and we still have a chance? Yes, we know the Man City are most likely going to win the league, but most likely is not definitively. You know them ones there? Definitively, means you have no chance. It's already written. In my opinion, it's not written. There's a glimmer of hope, and if there's a glimmer of hope, we must believe. Because I'll tell you something from now. In my opinion, again, it's just my opinion. If you don't believe and we happen to win it, how are you gonna feel? What, you're gonna do the whole yeah. You know what? I'm happy, But brother, you didn't believe what we're gonna do it. So why all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we move. Milner to go. I love James Milner. I've said this already. I rate him. I just feel like it is his time to go. I've talked about this enough already. I don't want to get too much into it. I love James Milner. Coaching role and that's cool. But if we're talking about playing like how he played this season, I'm wondering whether one more season might be a little bit too much, and I want him to go out on a high. Unnecessary hate for Liverpool. We know that already. We get it all the time. Respect for other managers' tactics. When it comes to what Klopp said about Spurs, he apologized anyway. And like what you said, bro, when it comes to Jurgen Klopp, he needs to understand certain managers aren't going to play the way how you want them to play. They're looking to stop you, and they will try anything. You got managers like Diego Simeone that will do the different thing. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be prepared for war, innit? So it is what it is. But yeah, we move. Next caller, my brother, Jamal, what you saying, bro?
All right, Matt, come on.
It's a takeover, bro. You better not do me dirty. It's a takeover, you know.
Nah. As Drifty said, he banned receipts, but I'm taking a little here. No more receipts now. No more receipts. I
Fair
just
play,
wanted
fair
to
play, fair
apologize to Carl, man. I watched back the show. That was brutal, man. I mean, I actually
I'm not
finished
gonna
it.
lie. You have me when I say to you, I was just sitting there and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, fam. We might have to cut off the stream, bro.
But
I'm
yeah,
thinking
man.
this stream might have to get done because I just saw Cal sitting there. Cal was like this.
Yeah, it was peak.
Yeah, no, you can say, but yeah, no, big up, bro. Big up. I'm gonna start your timer now, bro. And apologies for trying to rush everyone. It's just that
No problem.
obviously
No
we're on a
problem.
bit of borrowed time and whatnot. So I'm gonna start your timer from now, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. And it just
Cool.
one question I have for you, and that's your boy Killian. Now, before I say anything, I just want to say I rate Killian highly. I think he's gonna be the next best, footballer in the world in the next 5 to 10 years. But the issue I have with Killian is that people say he's gifted. What I mean by that, they say he's technically gifted, like a Messi or a Neymar. I don't go so far. I think he's slightly limited. I mean, he uses more of his athleticism than his talent. Because a man like Mahrez, I would say Mahrez is way more technically gifted than Kylian. But I heard people saying, "Oh, he's as good as Messi, Neymar, R9." I like, excuse, Kylian is going to be future star. But I think guys need to slow down when they say this guy is technically gifted. Like, he come off the womb and he was just, you give me football and he could control it. I don't think he's that gifted. I even think Usman Dembele is more technically gifted than Kylian.
That's a good, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that's why I have to leave you with Matt, so you can chop up that.
All right, cool. Appreciate that, brother. Love as always, but I'm gonna try that out now, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Love.
All right, love, bro. Love. All right, so Jamal wants me to speak about Kylian Mbappe, people. Jamal knows I'm a big Kylian Mbappe fan. But one thing I don't want to do, especially as a man like Matt Takeover, man, I have to be honest, innit? I think Kylian Mbappe is gifted. I just don't know whether he's as gifted. I don't think he's as gifted as, say, like a Messi, an Iniesta. Like them type of levels that he's gifted. Don't get me wrong, he's technically gifted, but not on the same level. And I think, but what it is though, because he is gifted, and I still think he's technically gifted, but his athleticism, I think, is what separates him. Because when you put the two together, that combo there, because let's be real, in world football, if you're technically gifted and you've got athleticism and you put the two together and you're able to mesh it together, you're one hell of a player. And not only that, mentality-wise, he's got all three components that you need to succeed. So even though I do understand where Jamal's coming from, he's right, because on the eye, you could arguably say Mahrez looks better on the eye. If we're talking like, if someone had to trap the ball when you've received the pass, who can trap it better? If you had to control it dead, stop the ball, you could probably say Mahrez again. Just kill, just dead off the ball don't move, you might say Mahrez. But what it is with Kylian is that Kylian has this athleticism that I think separates him and kind of like maybe puts him in that argument. So although I think he's technically gifted, and I hope I'm making sense, I think it's the combination and all three as to why people say how great he is. So I'm not even going to sit here and say he's not technically gifted. However, if we're going to say Messi is like at the top, he's not on Messi's level. And I'd even say, people, you even have to understand, people might not want to hear this, but you even got people like Verratti that are mad technically gifted, There's some ballers out there that you sleep on, but because they haven't got all the components, we look at them and go, yeah, he's good. And for Usman Dembele, I can't lie to you, he's another techie baller, and that's a debate. That is a debate. And bro, do you want to know something? People might say I'm fanboying a bit. Let me ask you a lot of question. Who's more technically gifted at Luis Diaz and Kylian Mbappe? Now, people are going to go, why is Matt? Rival fans will say Matt's being stupid. All I'm saying is who's more technically gifted. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many aspects to that. And again, I'm not saying Luis Diaz is. I'm genuinely just asking a question like, who do you think is But yeah, we leave it there. Still, we leave it there. John, what's going on, bro?
Chatting with how's you?
I am blessed, my brother. I'm absolutely blessed. How are you, man? How are you?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm glad you didn't wear a shirt today, John, because I'm not gonna lie to you. For
did actually.
starters, I'm wearing our own merch, and I was like, I can't compete with John today. It's
I did wear a
just
shirt.
me.
I'm wearing a black shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna. Are you in the blacked out shirt?
Yeah,
Oh, John, I'm not gonna lie, but what blacked out shirt are you wearing, bro?
the 2005.
Oh, all right, you win, man. I'll take Cal. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, you win, bro. I can't lie. I'm not even wearing one of my training tops, so you win this. You win this, bro. I can't lie.
No, I just wanted to ask you, do you think that Liverpool go really big this summer?
All right, John, I'm gonna cause apologies again, my brother. I'm gonna start your timer now. You got 1 minute 30, but I've already got that question down. All right, so do I think Liverpool will start big in the summer? Your timer just started now, by the way. Yeah, cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think we do. I think we're going to get the transfer window we should have had before COVID hit. I can see Liverpool spending 180 million this summer. I think we'll go real big and all out for the league next season. We need to replace players. If Taggy's leaving, Ox is going to leave, Divock's leaving, Milner could leave. There's 4 players we need to replace already. There's also rumours that Adrian could leave, so we're going to need to go for another keeper. We're going to need to go big this summer. It's going to be at least 180 million, I think. And I love is Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni, yeah. Yeah. You got the way you got to say it. A lot of people told me it's Tchouaméni. That's how it's pronounced, even though the way it spells is a bit mad. Tchouaméni, apparently, that's how you say it. Tchouaméni.
I want him in that midfield. Him, Fab, and Naby.
Bro.
Oh, unreal. But peace up, mate. Respect.
Love, my brother, love. And apologies again, people I'm rushing you today.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm going to chop it up now, John. I'm going to chop it up now, my brother, yeah? And make sure you tune in as well tomorrow, John, as well. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Also, we're doing the watch-along and then obviously the review. No, listen, win, lose, or draw, you know we're always here already, bro. So
always.
Make sure, yeah?
Nice one.
Thank you, my brother.
Cheers, mate.
Take care, bro. All right, so John was speaking about 180 million summer. And I saw a lot of people in the chat going, 180, like, that's mad, like, that's crazy, like, 180. 180, John's obviously he's just giving a figure in it. Like, he's generally just giving a figure. But I will say this, though. Whether the figure is right or wrong, I don't necessarily agree with the figure. Love to John, I don't agree with the figure. He's right, in my opinion, thinking that we're going to need a few players. Because if Divock Origi leaves, Ox is most likely to leave. Taki will probably leave. Nico Williams might even leave. I'm not trying to say we're going to get... Furthermore, Origi will go on a free. James Milner, as well, will just leave. The only players we'll get fees for are Taki Minamino and Divock. No, sorry, Origi's on the fees. It'll be Taki Minamino and Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'm not going to lie to you. If we're talking about bringing the money in, we won't get a lot. However, the only plus side is this. If this was another team, I'd be like, they're in the mud. But because it's us and we know how to recruit players for the right price, I'm not too worried about how much it's going to cost to replace them. So let's say, for example, when you tally it, all these players, like altogether, all the players we let go are worth as a group are like 150 or 140 or whatever. And it feels like the players we bring in altogether is like 60. I'm not concerned. Because if there's one thing we should have learned by now is don't underestimate what we do. Don't underestimate our business. Because it's not about how much you spend. It's about what you spend quality-wise. Have you got that quality? Did you buy quality or did you go for quantity? That's another thing that a lot of teams make mistakes with as well. Like, I'm going to be honest, a lot of teams go for quantity where it seems like we're going for quality. We bought one signing in over the summer. Ibu. We bought one signing in over the January. Luis Diaz. The rest is history. We move. Let's trust our team and let's do this thing tomorrow. Trust me. You think I'm joking? Dima, what's going on, bro?
Yo, big up, man. What's good, bro?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. How are you, man?
Awesome, bro. So what? I know you're gonna start the clock right now. So
I'll start now, bro. Yeah.
yeah. So here's my thing, bro. I think we need to be careful of the media. Now, I've heard some mad things about Salah and about the comments he made about being the best player and best winger. No, he did that GQ magazine thing in January 11th. That's when he said that, bro. And nobody was talking to Salah during that time. It's weird that 4 months down the line, everyone is bringing up that comment right now when he's dipped in form and his contract situation is going on. And now everybody's on Salah. Like, why is he saying that now? He's not playing anything. But he actually said that like 4 months ago when he was on top of the world. You know what I mean? So we need to be careful about what the media does sometimes and try to twist things up, because that was done in January. You can go and check it on Google if you want. It's a GQ comment in the GQ magazine. All right. So he said that during that time. And my question to you is, why is it that even if he did say that, like during this time, what is this weird fascination with people thinking that superstars are supposed to be humble, bro? Like, not everybody's gonna be Lionel Messi and be humble. You know what I mean? Like I watch a lot of basketball and I'm a big Ja Morant fan. I drove 10 hours to go and see him. And yeah, I see the time. And everyone in the NBA saying like Ja Morant he's too cocky and he needs to be humble and stuff. No, bro, everybody's not gonna be like that. So be careful of the media. That's my thing. All right.
Listen, Dima, appreciate that, bro. That's love. I'm gonna chop it out now, bro. Trust me, trust me. And you're spitting facts as well. Watch this now. Watch this.
Yeah.
All right, cool, my brother. Blessings. Listen, in my opinion, Demo was chatting absolute facts. You see, Mohamed Salah, yeah? He's a superstar. He's a global superstar. He's the most valuable player in our whole team when it comes to commercial, all of that image rights. He's the guy in it. Like when you put the package together, it's him. Like Demo said, not everyone has to be kind of quiet. Not everyone has to be humble. Like when Salah wants to talk, he'll talk, in it. Another thing as well, the whole interview thing, he's right. I remember seeing that the interview was in January. And I was like, why do they bring it up now? But you know what it is? Demo is right. We have to be careful of the media. So even though a lot of rival fans will say that we are the media darlings, I think it just goes to show you, not all the time we are, because people will try and bring us down. And people will try and bring down Mohamed Salah because of you know what. And I don't even need to expand on that when I say you know what. Sometimes when you don't fit that profile, especially in my opinion anyway, people will look for things in it. And it's kind of sad, because when you actually deep it, yeah, this brother really and truly should be winning every award this season. But because he's gone in a bad patch, everyone's acting like he stunk up the joint all season, which hasn't been the case. And last but not least as well, when it comes to Salah, even though I don't like it, when he does speak out about I'm the best and rare tear, at the same time, I accept it. I might not like it, but I understand it. Bruv, he's been one of the best players in the world this season. Only Benzema, if we're deep in it, can really talk to man. So why can't he talk about how great he is? Why has he got to do the humble thing? I get it. Some people like that. Some people don't like it. But let's not criticize him. That's just how he moves. And I think that's what Dima's trying to say. Like, and I understand that when you talk about Ja Morant, like he talks in it, Demo. Like he does talk. He's not really a quiet one. Like certain players, like we'll go back to Derrick Rose from the Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose is kind of quiet. Like him at an interview, it's like, bro, you can speak up. You're the leader of the Chicago Bulls, you know. Joakim Noah is doing his thing. You do your thing. Every man's different. So when it comes to Mohamed Salah, I think he has a right to speak his mind. However, we just have to be careful that we don't feed into the media narrative, and I'll leave that there. But we move. Next caller. Doggy, where there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I gotta be quiet. It's 5 in the morning. But anyway.
Nah, that's cool. Big up, man. Big up, man.
I was just going to ask, do you think, because the rivalry with City and Liverpool is, of course, getting a lot bigger, but do you expect more rivalry on the pitch amongst the players? And I'm not saying, 2-footed tackles every minute, but, just the physical part of it to be a bit more, because after a lot of the games, they're all talking. It's like, boys are chasing the league. Come on, let's fight for it a bit more. I just wanted to ask you that.
Cool. Is just that one question? Or even anything else, or is that it? Cool.
No, that's it. Yeah.
All right, cool, bro. Now, love for that. I'll chop that up now, brother. I'll chop that up now, yeah?
Oh, good. Thank you. See ya.
Cool. No, appreciate that, bro. Love. All right, then. So, Dougie wants to ask what? He's asking us, because I'm not going to say it's just me. It's us, innit? This is our takeover show. You know what I mean? It's the people's thing. It's not just my thing. It's our thing, innit? So he's asking us, like, do we think the rivalry will get more heated on the pitch? Because if I'm being honest, yeah, Liverpool-Man City rivalry, here's the thing. In today's game, it's seen as, the premier game in English football in terms of, like, how the teams play. One team plays one way, another team plays, a certain way as well. But everyone kind of always says that we're kind of friendly, like we friend up the team. Now, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it might not be on the same level of your old school Man United and Arsenal. Because the players, but things change in life as well, innit? Like, not every man, want a beef man after a game. But when it's on the pitch, it's time to play. I do think the Liverpool and Man City games, they are getting a little bit more tastier, innit? You can sense it, innit? But because I think the two managers as well, it started off as like, Raj, you know what, yeah? Yeah, we're cool. We appreciate each other. It's all love. It's all loving that. But as you can see, as time has gone on, it's getting that little bit more bitter. Just a little bit. It's just little things, like little things. And I feel like it's more pet because he wants more respect. But here's the joke. Klopp gives him respect. When you see both of them players go out on the pitch, in my opinion, they give it their all. You look at the incident with Joe Gomez and flipping Raheem Sterling. You look at the incident, there's been another incident before with Sterling and Van Dijk where I think Van Dijk kind of got up and lifted up Sterling. So it's starting to slightly brew, and you got Fernandinho as well as always in there. It's starting to brew. I do think over the next couple of years, you'll see it get rife. However, I don't know if it will be as the same, in my opinion, as the Arsenal Man United. Because when you talk about at one point in Premier League football, that was seen as the premier game, innit? But now that game ain't premier no more. Do you know what I mean? That's something that you can buy a DVD, or you ask your brethren, can you get that for me, brother? Like, man, can you get that? Have you got time to get on the way home? Can you stop off and get that game? That ain't the game no more. We're the premier game. We're the game. We're the box office game. You know, the one's there. Everyone stop and everyone want to talk about us. So it is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? I do genuinely think now we're the premier game of English football, and other teams don't like it. And because we don't at each other's throats, so to speak, they try and say, oh, you man are too pally. Burn all of that. We're the premier game. The hate is there, but we ain't got to kick off man's head to do that. Times will change, people. You know them ones there. But we move. Next caller. Pete, what's going on, brother?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bro. You blessed?
Yeah, all good.
Cool. I'm going to start your timer now, bro, yeah?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you for your top 5 goals this season from Liverpool. And I'll tell you mine to kind of help. So mine in my top 5 is both of Salah's goals. So versus the City and Watford.
Yeah, they're
then
Keita
versus Atletico.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Henderson versus AC Milan, the winning goal.
That was a strike still.
And Trent versus Newcastle.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to think if there's anyone that I would change. Oh, you know what? There's one. Hold on.
Thiago versus Porto.
Yes. That Thiago goal, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Still to this day, we don't know whether the ball touched the ground or not. So,
also the other similar one is the Keita versus, I think it's Palace.
But the one where he stands around, then he does that. It's the left-footed volley one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, Katie scored 2 scream, brother. Listen, Pete, you're my guy, you know, because you real recognize is real. I can't even lie to you, bro. Can't even lie to you, bro.
The next question, I'm not sure if you have enough time to answer it, but
yeah, go.
Either City with Bellingham or Haaland, or us with Pedri and Mbappe. Who's better?
Hold on, say that one more time. City with Haaland and who?
Bellingham.
And Bellingham. And who have we got, sorry?
Pedri and Mbappe.
Pedri and Mbappe?
Yeah.
Woo! That one, miss out the timer. Okay. We move, bro. I'm going to chop it up for you right now. I'm going to ask the people and see what they think. Thank you again, my brother. Make sure you tune in next week as well, bro. Yeah. And make sure you tune in tomorrow as well. You know we're live for the game as well.
Yeah, I'll be
tomorrow,
there.
Yeah. All right, love for that. Yeah. Cool, brother. Boy, you know what? City have Haaland or Bellingham. Well, they've got Haaland already, so we just added Bellingham to that. For us, we have Pedri and Mbappe. I'm not gonna lie. I think for us it's Pedri and Mbappe. Reason being, I believe in Pedri, and even though Pedri is not on no De Bruyne level, he's not on that level, but he's special. And Mbappe adding to what we have now. I can't lie to you, because let me ask you lot this year. If Jude Bellingham was to sign right now, is he doing more than what Gundogan does? Right now, I'm going to say no. He's got to learn. You see Mbappe, you see how some people, and I'm just throwing it out there, by the way, got to be objective. If Mbappe was to sign right now, can he do better than Jota right now? Because every man's saying he can't control the ball and them thing there. Can Mbappe do better than Jota? Not only that, everyone talks about the midfield. Midfield is lacking. No, we don't do nothing. All we do is run around. Could you imagine Pedri in that midfield? Let me just ask you a question. Pedri, Thiago, and Fabinho, and Mbappe playing up front with either Luis Diaz and Salah or Mane. We got options. I'm sorry. I'm picking Liverpool over Man City. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. Like, for anyone that says Man City, I respect you. I can't lie to you. Respect it. Because obviously they've got Haaland. And if you add Bellingham to that, he's a quality player. And let's not act like we don't want you Bellingham. However, what I'm saying is right now, who makes the immediate impact? In my opinion, if you put Bellingham at City, I don't think he does better than Gundogan. And I rate Gundogan highly. Like, highly. I think Pedri goes into this team and does a madness. You see the way we talk about how we can't keep the ball? Pedri's keeping the ball, bro. He's keeping the ball. And Mbappe as well. Out of mercy. But we move, people. Listen, we move. You know what it is? Man, like might take over. Man, I'm tired out here. I've been up since what? What time have I been up, people? What, since 4 o'clock in the morning? Madness. But I'm here. We move. Yo, let's get the next caller. Big Bucks. Big Bucks, you there, bro? Big Bucks, are you there, brother? You there? If not, I'm going to have to take you off, bro. Man, I'm waiting and that. Come on, Big Bucks. I know you're a Chelsea fan. It's all love. We know we have our differences and that, but come on, brother. You there? If you're not there, I'm going to have to take you off, bro. You're going to come on next week, unfortunately. Big Bucks, you there? He ain't there, people. He ain't there. Unfortunately, I don't know. He's not there. All right, then. I move on to our next caller. Hey, you know what? Listen. Rods.
Where's the dog?
What you saying, bro? What you saying? All right, my takeover here now. Hey, listen.
Bad Georgie. What going
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Yo, you take over the whole blood clot thing.
Listen, the whole thing, man. We take over the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what? I'm gonna have a little rant.
Yeah,
quick, you know. I'm gonna have a little rant quick, yeah.
I let you have a little rant. I tell you what. You know what I'm gonna do, yeah. Because Tuesday I know you've been waiting for time, yeah. And I see there's 2 more people, yeah. Yeah. All right, you tell you what, yeah. I don't want to be bad, man. I have a little rant, and I'm gonna give you 1 minute 30. So I have a quick rant, bro, but not too long, because
Hear what happened. You see, last night, you think that, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not Arsenal fan. You understand what I said? I'm not Arsenal fan.
But last night and everything, that referee was fucking poor. He was poor. Yeah, he was poor and everything that, right? The amount of decisions that he was giving to Tottenham and everything that was questionable. You understand what I'm saying, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
And Arsenal didn't get nothing of that. He's the same referee at the end of the day, right? Yeah. He's the same referee that refereed with us when we played Tottenham. Remember? When we played Tottenham at White Hart Lane. And was Harry Kane winning that 2-footed tackle and everything that,
Yeah,
you remember, innit? 2-foot tackle.
Bro,
and you only
if
got
I'm not mistaken,
yellow card.
wasn't it the same ref? Sorry to cut you, bro. Wasn't it the same ref? Apparently, a lot of people saying for the Rodri incident. Is that the same brother?
Yes, I think it was. Yes,
bro.
You understand?
All right, cool. Yeah, carry on, bro. Carry on. Go.
Now at the day, right? And then what happened at the day after that, right? Robertson makes a tackle, and I think that wasn't half as bad as Harry Kane, and I think that he gets a straight red. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying that day going forward and everything that, right? These referees have to be held to a better standard. I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, right, whenever they do something wrong, you can't say nothing, you know. You can't say a thing. If you say anything and everything that, you get in trouble and everything that, and they're allowed to do anything they want. Do you know what I mean? Make questionable decisions. The way that man was going on last night, he was moving kind of shaky last night, big man. That was shaky.
Hella shaky.
Now you can start my time.
All right, cool. I'm gonna start it now, brother. Yeah. All right, go 1 minute 30. We move, Roz. We move.
But here what happened. You see this Champions League thing, yeah. This is why I love my team. I have done for years, and I think that, right.
Yeah.
But these Champions League thing, I'm on top of everything else, and I think that, yeah, it's really get me sort of like disinterested in football. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you see what they're doing now, and I think that the new format is at the end of the day, yeah. Is that sort of like more teams are going to be able to come into this Champions League?
Oh, the new format,
Not only that, and I think that, right? If a team finishes bottom of the table, that team gets a chance to play the top team in a playoff and everything that, yeah, to actually stay in the get in the knockout stage and everything. So basically, a team that finishes bottom could probably end up winning the Champions League. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now,
that's mad. I can't lie. That's mad.
Right. They do the same format, yeah, for the Europa Cup, yeah. They're doing the same format for the Europa League. So what does that tell you, Matt? That tells you at the end of the day, right? What you're going to have is a European Super League, yeah? You're going to have that. So what's going to happen there, right? I don't mean to get political. What's going to happen? My last little point. What's going to happen from that?
Yeah, go. Say last point. Go on, bro. I'll stop.
We're going to go. People at the day are going to have to go to some deepest Eastern European place where they don't really, like different color people and from that, right? So basically, we're going to be putting ourselves in danger for people to be able to make more money. You understand what I'm saying, brother? You know what I mean? But we move. Big game tomorrow, and I think that, right?
Indeed, we do, brother. Indeed.
Big game tomorrow. I think we're gonna do it tomorrow. I think we're gonna do it. I feel we're gonna win the Champions League as well. And to me, and day, that will be a fantastic season. A fantastic season for me, and I'll be happy.
If we win the of course. Not even if. I do believe we will win the Champions League. I just don't want to be too bossy about it. But I do believe we will win it because there's just something about this season, bro. It's hard to explain, and I don't want to do the whole. I'm just saying it for saying it's sake. There's just I can't put I don't know how to explain it, but the belief I have in this season is so mad that I just feel like, do you know what? Yeah, man's just back in the team.
Magical.
Like, no matter what.
It's magical.
Yeah, I can see something. I can see something happening. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but we'll have to wait and see because a lot of people don't believe it, and fair enough. But
I think what it is, when you got Klopp at the helm and everything that, right, anything's possible. And when you got players like Mane, because I think with Mane, I disagree with Mods. I think with Mane in the day, right, Mane to me at the day is a better all-round player than Salah. Because I think with Mane, there's more to his game. Because you remember at the day, he's played right, left, and centre. And also as well, in certain games at the day, right, Mane will be back there defending. Mane will be back in
Yeah,
midfield.
yeah.
So I think he's got. To me, Salah's don't get me wrong. Salah's an amazing player, but I just think Mane's got Mane's all-round game is better than Salah. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
anyway, we move. Big man,
Indeed,
good show. Good show.
Appreciate that,
Look
brother.
up on yourself.
Love, brother.
It's all
Right,
love.
thank
right
you,
there.
my bro.
No, okay,
Trust me,
no
brother.
problem. No problem.
We'll catch up soon, yeah? All right, then, brother. Take care, bro.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah, no, do you know what? Ross brought some really good points. I think with the new format, I need to deep it because I haven't really checked it. But from what I saw, I'm not gonna lie to you, it kind of does remind me of like a Super League where I think they also base it upon what you've done the previous season as well, if I'm not mistaken. If someone could actually bring it up. Oh, hold on. In fact, do you want to know something? All right, so I'm gonna read out something. Taking the total number of teams from 36 to 36, UEFA Champions League, the biggest change will see a transformation in traditional group stage to a single league phase, including all participant teams. Every club will now be guaranteed a minimum of 8 league stage games against 8 different opponents for home and away, rather than the previous 6 against 3 teams played on a home and away basis. The top 8 sides in the league will qualify automatically for the knockout stage, while the teams finishing 9th to 24th place will compete in a 2-legged playoff to secure their path to the last 16 of the competition. Is that really the case? Is that how we're moving people? Is that fake? Or is that real? Is that actually real, people? Let me know, people. Just type type a Y if that's true, or type a N if that's not true. I need to know. What I just read there, is that actually gonna happen, apparently? I'm not gonna lie, if that's the case, that's just man might as well just done a Super League at this point, because that's a lot of football. That's a lot of football, people. I can't even lie. Rotted. A lot of people are saying, yeah, what? Yeah, it's real. I'm not gonna lie, people. If this is the case, I'm not trying to say the Super League would have been better, because it's obviously they're very similar. However, it does make you think, innit? Was the Super League so bad? It was bad in terms of you can't get relegated, and it's like they had a certain amount of teams that can never get taken out. It's a bit almost like an NBA team where it's like, oh, let's say you come bottom, you don't come out the Super League. It's almost like you're still there, if I'm not mistaken, if I've got that correct. But I'm not gonna lie, they probably will amend it anyway. But that is crazy. That is kind of mad still. So we move. If that is the case. Yeah, yeah, I can't lie to you. So yeah, some more American style if that's the case. Crazy. All right, maybe on the next caller. Narrate, what's going on, bro?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother. You blessed?
Yes, all good. Big up yourself.
Cool.
And thanks for having me on.
Brother. All right, is this your first? This ain't your first time, second time?
No, it's my third time.
Oh, third time. I was close.
Yeah.
All right. I was close.
But you're technically right, because it's the second time with you on the show.
Oh,
So the
okay.
Yeah.
Blessing. All right, brother. I'm gonna start your timer now. Yeah. So apologies for the quick timing. Yeah. All right, cool. You got
No
1
worries,
minute 30. I'll start it now, brother.
All right. So obviously, if we do the cup treble, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. If we win the FA Cup and the Champions League, for me, that's a 10 out of 10 season. If we somehow do the quad, that's just gonna break the scale for me. We don't have to rate that. We all know how it is. But if we somehow end up with only the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, I want you to rate our season out of 10. And if it's the Carabao Cup and the Champions League, how would you rate that as well? And the last question is, if I'm not wrong, you're a left-footed player, right? Because I'm actually left-footed as well. There's just something unique about a left-footed player. So I just wanted to know, in your opinion, who are your top 3 favorite left-footed players in the past and present, like, all time? My top 3 are Robin, number 1. Second is Mo Salah, because whether it's recency bias or not, doesn't matter.
I respect that.
And third, Riyad Mahrez. I know he plays for a rival, but it's just something about him that reminds you of myself. It's either him or Di Maria. And that's it. Thanks for having me on, and big up to yourself and Cal and Drift as well.
No, bro, I appreciate it. And listen, you've given me some amazing questions there, brother. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, man.
No
make
worries.
sure you jump back on as well, bro. Like,
100%,
try and get
100%.
in next week as well, brother. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I
and
mean? So
I'll be here tomorrow as well.
Yes,
when
of course.
We win.
Listen,
when we win.
Indeed, brother. Make sure you're
celebrate.
here tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow as well. Trust me. You know what time it is. It's Team Kopish. So no, bro, thank you again. And make sure you come back on next week, brother. And obviously we'll see you tomorrow as well anyway. So
Yes.
yeah.
Much love.
All right then,
Thank
brother.
you.
Take care, man.
Peace.
Blessings. Whoa, boy, he gave me some really good questions. So he's asking me, all right, so the treble was a 10 out of 10. We already know that. It don't matter. If we win FA Cup, Champions League, and Carabao Cup, it's a 10 out of 10, in my opinion, anyway. Quad, we need a new rating for that. If you know what I'm saying, if we get the quad, it's a new rating. Like, we've gone clear, we've broken football, it's completed. You know, when you get your assignment, whether it's from work, college, or school, you've completed it. There's nothing left to do. If you win the quad, man's got all the Infinity Stones, man can't talk to us, can't say nothing. If we win the Carabao Cup now and we lose the FA Cup and just get the Champions League, for me, still a successful season because you've won a major trophy, but you've won a trophy that's not so major. I would still give it like an 8, 8.5, because you still win the Champions League. And let's not kid ourselves here. Virgil van Dijk is coming off the back of an ACL injury. All the basketball fans that are in the chat right now, there's very few players that come back off an ACL and are still great, just as great as they were before. Very, very few. I'm trying to think of KD, but KD done his Achilles is different. Very, very few. Last but not least as well, he talks about he's left-footed like me. Big up, big up. Top left-footed players of all time. Oh my gosh. Of all time, yeah? I'm gonna have to cheat here. It's my show. I'm sorry, brother. It's my show. I'm gonna do old school and new school. I'm cheating. I feel sorry. I apologize, but I have to cheat on this one. Old school. Robin. Recoba. And I'm gonna cheat again, Messi, because Messi started from when he was like 17. I've got to get Messi in there. New school. Salah. Morris. Shoot, I got something in my eye, people. You know, I'll switch it up. I just remember something. Messi would have to go into the new school because the old school would be Robin, kind of old school, but kind of not. Maradona. Maradona, you know. And I got D Studge there in the new school. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. That's the hardest question. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually probably the hardest question I've actually ever been asked. And I failed horribly, but we move. It's the Man Like Matt show. It's the takeover. It's Rival Watch. You know what time it is. That is a really hard question. I can't lie to you, and I apologize because I didn't even do the question properly. That is so hard. I can't even lie. Pause. We move. All right, let me bring in the last caller. Then I'm gonna read out the super chats, and I'm gonna make way. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But before I do that, let me bring in the last caller. Nilante, what's going on, bro?
Yes, man. My number 8. What you saying, man? What you telling me?
My number 8, you know.
Number 8,
Right.
man. You know me,
Never
you,
doubted,
Nabi,
man.
Hey,
Never
listen,
doubted,
Nabi, we have to educate some of the fans because they're telling me to go, but my man's been popping up with assistant things and they're still saying he's dead. Nah, boy.
Bro,
Need to
tell him
recognize,
again,
man.
tell him again.
Not
Tell
my
him again.
our number 8, man. Our number
Trust
8,
me.
right
All
there.
right, brother, I'm gonna start your timer now, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, brother.
Basically, what I wanted to discuss is about the season as a whole. There's more stuff I wanted to say, but I'll leave that for another time anyway.
Okay.
Basically, I just wanted to talk about this our chances. Obviously, I'm nervous for tomorrow, and I'm nervous for obviously Champions League. And I don't know what it is, but I still feel a little bit deflated, and I'll tell you the reason why. The Premier League ship, obviously, we've done well to come back, and the way City have obviously it's still not over, but the way City have just kind of taken control rest of their hands, it just feels a little bit. It's like, you know, you got a cake and you want that extra little thing on top. Like, you appreciate the cake, you eat it, but you just want that extra little something, and there's still that little something missing. But you know, and I just like, obviously, I just want to say big up to the show, big up you, big up Cal, big up, you know, Drift. Every week you give us good content. We got a lot of praise for you, and I said in the message, we're waiting for that show base, that live Kopish panel somewhere in London. I'm be one of the first ones there. Support the team and big yourself up, man, and just love anyway.
No, I appreciate it, Nante. Love as always, brother. You're always supporting the team, brother. Trust me. There's always listen, it never goes unnoticed, bro. The many people like yourself that always show us love, man. Seriously, like put it like this, and I say this all the time, and I'm not even joking, bro. It's you guys that keep us doing the content, brother, because I have to keep it real. If you man aren't enjoying the content, there's no point in us doing it. Do you know what I mean? And like it's something that we love doing, but let me stop this thing. This is my show, you know. But yeah, me the time I try to bad me up, you mad. But all I was gonna say is like, no, all jokes aside, like from where we started into like where we are now, it's humbling because you know, even when people say they support a different team and you know they support us, and do you know what I mean? I just take it as, listen, I'm a normal guy. I love watching football. I love talking football, and so do my two of my other friends in it, and we just chop it up. And I'm just glad that you guys love the content. That's that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's worldwide, all of us, and from Phil Bander, Rods, and big up Rods as well for his questions. That was
always, brother.
interesting. All for everyone, brother. And again, if it wasn't for this show, and obviously there's others that there. Big up all the other Liverpool channels, others we can communicate.
Of course.
You get people getting all like with different people in the chat, and it's just big. But what I will say, just to end this quickly,
yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. When I get these feelings, man, that little like Techers feelings, I got a feeling, bro. It's gonna be a double weekend, not just the FA Cup, a little something got that stadium down Stratford, yeah? Say no more. We move. We move. We move.
We move, bro. We move. Hey, great
Yeah.
way to end off as the last caller, my brother. Thank you again, brother. Blessings as always. And make sure you tune in tomorrow as well, brother. Obviously, you know we did a watch along and everything already tomorrow. So
yeah, midday. I'm gonna actually one more thing. Sorry about. I know you're gonna go.
No, come on, bro. No.
I'm actually going to Wembley, near Wembley, to a bar with a couple of my brethrens. Not all them neutral. One of them's a Chelsea fan, so I got a little wager with him. So boy, I'm looking to upset the apple cart tomorrow night, star. And if we do that, please believe I'm gonna come on here still straight.
All right, brother. Listen, you already know. Listen, if we win, why am I saying if? You see, when we win tomorrow, yeah. Send me a link in it. Send me a link to some of the stuff. If you want me to, like, you know what I mean, show some stuff of where you are, whatever, celebrate whatever, bro. Send me the link, brother.
We'll do, man.
Record some stuff if you want, brother, and we'll put that on the channel. And that's to anybody out there as well. Do you know what I mean? We'll see if we can. If everything goes to plan, we'll have content tomorrow. Trust me, we'll have content. So blessings, brother.
All right, blessed. Nice one,
all right, man. Tomorrow, yeah, bro.
Tomorrow, nice one.
Cool. Bless, bro.
Bless.
Big up Nalante, and let me talk about his points as well. So he says, "I'm chancing for tomorrow in Champions League." Do you want to know something? I'm confident, but not cocky. I'm confident. So it's one of them ones where it's like tomorrow we got Chelsea. It don't matter if Chelsea have been not that great in the league or by their standards. They're still a good team, innit? They're still a very, very good team. We can't act like Chelsea are not. Big up Carefree Lewis because he was trying to talk down the team, like to say his team are just going to turn up and not do nothing. They're still a dangerous team. I'm not taking them lightly. However, I think we can be. I think we will beat them. When it comes to Real Madrid, me and Drifty were going back and forth about, funny enough, like about the whole Real Madrid thing, and I was like, you know what? Even though City might have been a harder game, Real Madrid are also a hard game because it's going to be in the back of our minds that we lost to them, and they have Champions League in their DNA. And I said this, in the first leg against Man City, and even though they lost, I was like, it's not over. And it's not about who is right, who is wrong. It's just that what worries me is that they are a great team. They might not play. Here's the thing: player for player, we're better than them. However, they've got that thing inside them, like how we have. Pause. When we need to turn up, We do the thing in it. So it's whoever does it on a night. I believe it will be us, though. I think we will be victorious and we will take on that Champions League title, and it will be number 7. Last but not least, Nilante, he speaks about he felt a bit deflated as well in terms of the whole Premier League and how Man City kind of just like, go on their runs and they won't lose. I get where you're coming from, because I think a lot of people thought and still believe that we'll win the Premier League. And I understand, because that game against, what was it, Wolves, Kevin De Bruyne put on an absolute clinic. He put on a clinic. Man was like, what, you think we're going to lose the title? And that's a hard one to take, to be honest. That is a hard one to take. However, it is in their hands. It doesn't look like we're going to win the Premier League, if I'm being honest. But there's nothing wrong with hope. And if people want to sit there and have a go at you and say you're stupid having hope, don't listen to them. Without hope, where would a lot of us be? I'm not trying to say hope is this thing that you should have all the time, but sometimes it's okay to have hope. It's okay. If man just want to sit there and say, well, it's a wrap or whatever, that's calm. That's their opinion. If you want to have hope or you think something might change, that's your opinion. And it's okay. You don't have to agree all the time. But it is what it is, isn't it? So we move on that one as well. And listen, the last thing I'll even say on that point as well, actually, as well. Big up the Atlanta as well. When was the last time we could have a serious conversation with anybody and say we are going for the quad? All jokes aside. Like, if you can't embrace the moment, how things are, then I don't know what else to say. Embrace it. No one's saying everything's going to go to our way, but embrace it. Enjoy the moment while you have it. This don't come around very often. All jokes aside, it really doesn't. So it is what it is. But yeah, maybe that super chats, people. Then I'm gonna make actually, you know what? Should I bring it? No, you know. I'm gonna read super chats and then obviously we'll call it a day for tonight, people. I hope you've enjoyed the Man Like Mike takeover. Big up Monster as well. He was on for the first part of the show. Do you know what I mean? And go over to Monty's channel as well. If when this is finishes as well, we'll be finishing shortly. Make sure you go and support my brother as well. Maybe like the supers. So Ash says, I think the high line is a great strength of ours, but I think the high line gives opposition a clear strategy to attack us. Teams just constantly set up to exploit the high line. That's very true, Ash. Big up yourself. That is so true. They do it, try and exploit it. And I think sometimes it's a bit inviting the way how we don't keep the ball as well as City as times as well. Ash always says, burnout is real. I think Salah's played 97% of games available in his last 5 seasons just because he's always fit. Sometimes guy needs to be sat. 100%. But the problem is, though, up until only recently, Salah couldn't, even though he could have been rested, we would have really been at a disadvantage because the player we would have brought in would have been nowhere near Salah's level. Whereas you see now, we can negate it. For example, you could do a Mane, Jota, and Diaz. Yeah, the combination might not be the greatest, but you get what I'm trying to say. We got players there. You've even got Minamino, you've got Divock Origi. As things stand right now, presently constructed. So, yeah. Sultan says, man, just needed the WWE Universe. What after his points? It's peak. Big up Sultan. Messi Essie says, shout out Matt's Wi-Fi for real. By the way, Enketia. Yeah. I'm not believing that Enketia stuff. And yes, shout out my Wi-Fi holding up the thing right now. Pause. But yeah, my Wi-Fi is doing a lot right now. You know them ones there. No one can talk to me about my Wi-Fi right now until I get cut off in the next probably 30 seconds. Chainsaw D8 says, I have high standards for Jota. Chat sensitive today. Laugh out loud. 20 goals is great, but performances needs to be better. Also, I had to be fast making my point. No, I agree. Jota does have high standards. Jota scored, as you said, like 20 goals. Like, and the thing is, we're talking about his all-round build-up play and stuff can improve. Fair enough. But when you're also banging in 20 goals, man also kind of have to take that as well and kind of deal with it and just hope that it improves. We can't be sitting there saying he has to, because if you're getting 20 goals and other men aren't getting 20 goals, but they might be better or whatever on the ball, whatever, and they're not contributing to what you do, then there's an argument in it. So I fully understand that, bro. Promo says, big up, Matt, you're smashing it. One man army, hashtag you never walk alone. Oh, yeah, big up, blessings, man, as always. Me make sure I haven't missed no super chats as well, people. I got another question from Justin. It says, Matt, last question. What has been our 5 best defensive moments so far this season? All defensive. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have to go back and watch some of the tapes because a lot of that probably involves Allison as well, like being that sweeper keeper. And maybe even like Ibu as well, like covering ground so quickly. So I'd have to maybe go back and watch some of the tapes for that. So I'll have to try that up maybe another day. So I do apologize. I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed out any super chats, so I don't disrespect anybody. Ash says left foot Maradona debate is over. That is so true. That is so true. Maradona's left foot was it's different, isn't it? It's different, people. You know that already. Big up game messages, big up Kopish from Thailand. Come visit soon. You never walk alone. All right, big up yourself, brother. Trust me. Thank you for the support as well. Like wherever you are in the world, for other people as well. And big up yourself, game mess all the way from Thailand, man. Do you know what I mean? We are here. We're Team Kop-Ish. We're always saying, even if it's just one of us, man, are always here representing. You know how the things there already. You know what I mean? But I think that's all the supers. I don't think I've missed any. Let me just make sure. Have I read this one? Yeah, I've read that one. All right, then, people. So that brings us to a close. Listen, I just want to say thank you again for everybody for joining me, myself, for months, and all the callers as well. You know what time it is. Like, it's been amazing, and we love to chop it up with you guys each and every time. Everyone makes valid points. I hope we had a bit of a laugh today. I hope we got down to some real talking points as well about where our club should be heading and what we're actually doing, present and future. What are we doing right now, and what should we be doing? Do you know what I mean? In fact, you know what? I've got one more thing. Actually, was I gonna bring that up? Or should I? Sorry, people. When it's a one-man thing, man's got to do a lot in it. Man's controlling the whole thing, guys. So bear with me. But I think we are good. I was just trying to see if there's anything else. But no, people, listen. I was gonna say thank you. And don't forget as well, people. Remember, you already know tomorrow, massive game. It's the final. It's Chelsea. It's the FA Cup. Let's go and beat these lot and show them what time it is. Let's go and get another trophy so we can add that and then we move. But obviously, this game is first before Real Madrid. So let's do the business. And yes, I want to say love to everybody. Again, listen, the love is always there from myself, Drift and Cal. Listen, the love will never wane. Trust me. And yeah, man, I just want to appreciate everyone for jumping on the show tonight. You know what I mean? It was pretty much a one-man army. Big up Monts as well for joining me as well. I just want to say big up Monts. But we move, people. And tomorrow, let's go and get that dub in it and show Chelsea what time it is. It's your boy, Man Like Matt. It's the Kopish Kall-In show. I'll see you again tomorrow. We moving, we rolling. Let's go.